Welcome guys, we're back with MegaMek. So we're going to be keeping on playing this amazing game. I just can't get enough of this game. I'm slowly learning. And so it's funny because I'm remembering little things from when I used to play BattleTech back on the computer as well, like a fair few years ago now. But sort of like things are starting to come back. Like I've made a few mistakes with my approach. I think one thing is that I just tried to sort of get like heavy hitting mechs all the time and not really thinking about the balance of the forces. So I think we'll actually go through with a bit more nuance in this new run. I'm going to do a new run. I've cleaned out all of the old saves. I had a lot of saves that I wasn't recording as well. I just kept on. I couldn't help myself. I just wanted to keep on playing and playing and playing and sort of just getting new starts and trying to figure out the best way to sort of approach. For new players, I guess, how to approach an actual game, but also to tweak a few things up to make the settings a little bit more difficult. And we'll go and do that. I've actually been using ChatGPT to help me to sort of be able to, not so much in playing the game, but in actually just setting things up, because it's a fairly complex game to set up. But I think we'll just go through and start off a new campaign here again. So we'll go into the rather than the new player quick start, which is viable. You can sort of basically start off with a fairly good sort of start that way. We'll just go to a new campaign. And I think we'll still play because I want the speed of not having to worry about the all the admin type stuff. But I think we'll just introduce a few new little things ourselves. So this new player preset, I think we'll still play this. There is actually, it just does it all the little things like maternity leave. You got free recruitment. That's the sort of thing I don't really care. I wouldn't mind if I was paying for that one. It's just finding where they all are is actually the tricky thing. I can sort of customize, so easier procurement while on contract, auto resolve. See, these are the sorts. I don't mind that being difficult. Auto resolve, but I don't know where we find this. So what I can do is I can customize this group and then save it as something new. We could try that, like it's sort of one of these things. It's a bit tricky trying to sort of figure out. So easier maintenance and repairs. Yeah, I actually don't mind that one. Easier and quicker procurement. I mean, otherwise you're waiting months for stuff to come to you, which means you've got to plan ahead a long way. Planetary acquisitions disabled. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. If we go to customize, what it does then do is bring up all of the different settings that we can then go and make use of. And so you've got not just the starting one through here, you've actually got the all of these different things in through here, like advancements and so on and so forth, with just how the game is sort of set up. But it's from that particular mode. So if you took a screen grab of something and then did another screen grab, you'd be able to see the differences. I think we'll just leave this one where that actually is. The skill randomization options, but then you've got experience awards. So some of these will be set up and some of them won't be, like depending on the other one. They're all on zeros. That's okay. I don't think there's anything there. This is skills. I don't think advancement. I think is for the actual people themselves. I'm happy enough for that to sort of just be what it actually is. You can see that when we go to skills, we've got piloting, support. There's heaps and heaps of stuff in here to go and play with. And I don't really want to muck around with those. Yep. So we've got combat abilities, maneuvering abilities. Yeah, I'll leave all that there. Enable all the abilities have been enabled all the way through. God, there's so much in this game. It's unbelievable. Hi, Esther Blaster, how you going? Utility abilities and through there, floors. So you do actually have, so these are all set on, I guess. So these are all turned, well, as long as they're all on, that doesn't really matter, does it? Then we've got the origins, which also then give you, like this, every single character has got like a set of, it's a bit like Dwarf Fortress in that sense, I guess. But we get into logistics. This is where I think we can start to tweak a few little things. Got auto logistics back in through here. Armor restock percent. So auto logistics counts the tonnage of armor in use, then automatically orders replacements. Yeah, look, maybe I'll leave all this on. Maybe we'll just make it easier for ourselves, because if you have it, like otherwise it'll be turned off. And we do need to be, I don't want to be micromanaging that one. Now, planetary acquisitions, it did say use planetary acquisitions was turned off. So supplies will be searched for on a specific planet up to a certain jump distance away, starting with the current planet. To find a given part, an availability roll must first succeed to identify a contract. Then parts must be rolled for until a failure. All right, so yeah, that makes it harder to get when you're further away from important planets. Okay, so recommended disable for large campaigns. We're not going to be playing a large campaign. Now, this is verbose reporting. I won't bother with that one either. I don't know what that little symbol there means. Does that mean that is usually on by default? It'd be cool if that was what it was indicating, is that you should actually have this. If you just go back, we've got operations as well. Now, certain things we're going to have to turn on when we get into it. And like these are the rented facilities. Yeah, tax is not on, shares not on. Yep, payments, pay for parts, pay for salaries, transport, housing, and yeah, we don't need that. Pay for repairs. So we should be paying for this, shouldn't we? So repairs cost 20% of the parts of the list price. This is for equipment repairs only and doesn't count against armor repairs. This is reimbursed by a battle loss compensation. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave all this on for now. We'll play it easily. Price multipliers back into here again as well. Used parts, damaged parts. I'll leave all that there. Let's just leave that one there. Okay. Right, so we'll cancel this one. Cancel the changes. And just go back in and start a new one again. Excuse me. So we'll just... I'll probably I can change these as we play, and then maybe we'll just learn as we go. So let's just keep on this one here. The veteran preset, as an example, doesn't actually have, if I go to customize and go back to those other settings, I probably will turn on the planetary one, but we'll sort of get that one going. If we go back into operations, this you'll see is a lot more expensive than what it was before. Pay for parts, pay for repairs. So all of that's turned on. That's interesting. So that's all on. You're paying taxes in this one. And price multipliers, they're the same. They're the same. Okay, that's all the same. That's okay. Actually, we didn't have a look at this one to sort of see the other bits and pieces as well. Use player dropships, yeah, all this different stuff. Yeah, so anyway, we didn't actually have a look at this particular screen, but if we go back to logistics and see, yeah, it's still 100% in through here. The ammo restock, so we wouldn't be changing that. They do actually use this one, but they don't have this one turned on. Okay, so that's actually that would be interesting actually. So supplies will be searched for on a specific planet up to a certain jump distance away, starting from the current planet. To find a given part, an availability roll must first succeed to identify the contract. I think I'll turn that on when we actually go back into it. So we might start to tweak our own setting, I think. So let's just go back and cancel these changes. We'll go back in again and have one last little look. And we'll just go to customize. And we'll save it as a variant. So the start date, I do want to be starting back in the after the late succession war, where the mechs don't have too much extra equipment, and it will start in the third succession war ends. So just in the 3025 era is where we want to be. So I'll make that one. I'll confirm that date as a date that we want to have. I think this makes it a bit easier to actually understand what's going on. I did actually look into this a little bit, and the mechs. I started playing a few other games with different mechs, and it was interesting because it was actually they are a lot more powerful. Like even 100 years after this date, but this is sort of like a bit more pure, I think. So it's probably easier to understand. We will keep mercenary. I did try a bit of a pirate run without recording it, and I quite enjoyed it. There's a lot, lot more you have to manage when you do that one. That's Tactic Force, we'll just call it that, or whatever it is, it might be. The insignia in through here, we'll just go back into, I've just got my stock standard stuff, we'll just go and click on OK, so we'll put that one through there. Unit camouflage, I will actually choose like a reddish tone for where we are. Federated Suns, what do they have? It doesn't really matter what the overall look is. Maybe something like this. Just go with this particular group in through here. The red may be a little bit dark, actually. What about that one there? We'll just get so we've got the stripes running through the mechs. So this doesn't have any bearing on the game. It's just the overall look. So I'll just go with that one through there. Now the down through here, we've got the like the various books, which I've got. So I've got them set up already, ready to go. I've got the PDF viewer with the I've got the BattleTech Total Warfare book, which we can sort of so that's going to be up here. We've got the BattleTech campaign, which is one that I just bought the other day. Really cool, actually. These are cool books. The mech manual, which is a bit of a cut down version of the this is just a battle mech manual, just really for just running the mechs. The universe, and so I've sort of got this one, I think, around the inner sphere for 3025, just in case you want to have a look at anything there. And I've also got the BattleTech recognition manual here as well for the various mechs. So there's a heap of, like this is basically just goes through and gives you a bit of a rundown of the various mechs. So most of these had come from the Humble Bundle store, which I think is now expired. So if you have missed out on that, then unfortunately, and you see these things, and you go, oh, I really want that. Well, you can still get it from Catalyst or from, there's another place you can get it from as well. If you Google it. Okay, Graham Walking saying, I like playing with Clan Tech in the old BattleTech tabletop. It's really interesting, actually, just even reading about the difference between the inner sphere, the outer sphere, and then the clans as well. Just the differences in the quality of the mechs, the quality of the pilots. So the clans certainly have an advantage in their skills, their basic skill level. So Kesapik is saying, will you be finishing a recent Shadow Empire series? I'm really interested in mid and even late game content. Yes. I almost played it today, but then I'm so taken by this game, and I just really want to just keep on playing this. So yeah, it's just I think because I'm learning this game, and I keep on finding things. I think, oh, that's actually really important. I've got to try to remember it. So I try to play things a lot when I'm doing this one. Let's just go to human resources. I don't think we're going to change any of the human resources things. Let's just leave all that where that all is. Turnover and retention. We'll keep all that on the simple stuff. The advancement, this is actually advancement of your various mech warriors, the humans that sort of drive all this stuff. So we'll leave all that where that is as well for the simple stuff. Logistics is where we'll probably start to look at changing a few things. So we've got supplies and acquisition. This is where we're going to go. Planetary acquisitions. We're going to turn that on. So we have to now use the planetary acquisition rules. So we'll go that way. And tech limits, I'll just keep that also just on where we had it there before. Yeah, so we can actually purchase clan tech in this one here as well. And also inner sphere tech as well. So we're getting the two different, I guess, regimes for different bits and pieces. Hi, Quethus Goal. Speaker's saying it's fine. I can wait. Yeah, no, I do. I was so close to playing it, but then I just was. My head was here, so that's why. Now this is maintenance and repairs. Maintenance, the cycle modifier. I'll keep that where that is. Use quality modifiers. I'll leave that where that is. So I'll just you can reverse it so that A is the best and F is the worst. But I'm just going to leave it on the. I want to get used to looking at F being the best and instead of the other way around. Repairs back in through here again as well. I'll just leave all of this where that was. So then operations. I think I'll just leave it like this. Pay for parts, pay for salaries, transport. Yeah, that's okay. They did have pay for repairs. So it sort of says down through here, repairs cost 20% of the parts list price. This is for, let's pay for that. Let's pay for it, but we won't have taxes, and we won't worry about the overhead or stuff like this. Food. So this one here, each month funds are deducted based on the number of active. Yeah, so that's okay. Pay for maintenance. We won't do those either. We will pay for units, of course, pay for salaries, and pay for transport, unless we can get our own. Again, the depth of this game is phenomenal. It is buggy, I've got to say. Like it's been frustrating at times, but I've got to say that using ChatGPT, it gets a few things wrong, but it really has been extremely helpful just in trying to get things going. Markets, we'll leave that where that is. Systems, random attributes, yeah, that's okay. Faction standing. Yep, that's okay. We'll leave that one there. Campaign operations, force reputation modifiers. Yeah, I'll leave all this where that is. And digital GMs, I'll leave that where that is as well. We didn't have a close look to see what the other one was. Oh, here we go. Map generations. Let's enable. So this is actually more for when we go into MegaMek. So we're going to be playing mainly in MekHQ for all the campaign stuff. So let's have a look at this. So this is the scenario generation. So StratCon rule set is just going to be StratCon. That's going to be fine. Difficulty. Now I've got Ultra Green. New players are recommended to start with green or ultra green. Let's go to green. Let's go and ramp that up a little bit harder than what it was before. So the enable force generation 3. So please see the, okay, I don't know what that is referring to. Enable verbose, yeah, we don't need that one. Scenario, so unit ratios. So 5 to 1. I can change this one down if I wanted to. Unit ratios. So what's this one here? What ratio of enemy forces should be forces that include both mechs and vehicles? Yeah, I'll leave that where that is. We use drop ships. Faction influences mech weights. Attached units use campaign camouflage. So any attached units will have their camouflage changed. No, we leave that one off. This is more visual, I think. Player controls attached units. Yes, we'll allow that. Op4 for equips special munitions, so yeah, we won't worry about that one. We don't want to make things too complex. Random modifiers, so clans better obey bidding rules. So they've got different things in through there. I'll just leave that where that is. Okay, so auto-generated op4 call signs. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, hang on. There was one other setting I did want to change as well, which was the which we do want to sort of chop and change when we get started, though, but probably not in through here. Don't use seed forces, enabled advanced scouting. So what does this one do? So if enabled, when scouting the area of operations, characters will use the highest scouting skill to reveal hexes, primarily used by combat teams assigned to the patrol role. See the advanced scouting glossary. I'm going to turn that on because that's going to make life a bit more difficult for us, a lot more difficult for us. Let's go for that one there. Missions influence availability. This is the impact of the parts is limited based on the mission type. Again, that would be interesting. That means we'd have to probably start to abandon different runs if we run into troubles. Don't know if I should turn that one on or not. All right, map generation, enable weather conditions. So generate, yeah, let's do that. Enable light conditions, yeah, let's do that. So enable planetary conditions, set gravity and atmosphere, yeah, let's do that. I like all this sort of stuff, even though it's going to make life a bit more difficult. User-made map chance, 25%, that's okay. MekHQ morale, we got those in through there as well. Decisive victory modifier, yeah, I'll leave all that where that is. Auto resolve method, princess is the AI, so that's going to be okay. Display chance, so victory, experimental commanders interface, yeah, that's okay. Strategic view theme, yep, that's okay as well. I'm happy with all of that. I'm happy with all that. Okay, so this is going to make life a lot more interesting. hell of a lot more interesting. And then we'll only turn on the essentially the fog of war as well. So let's get into it. Sorry, I'm missing a few of the comments. I'll come back to that one just when we save. So we're going to save this particular preset as a new preset. The preset name is going to be as tactic start options start 01 or easy-ish green start. There we go. Green start 01. A few tweaks. This will be 3025, so we'll just go back into that particular, just to make sure that we actually start there, confirm the date. So we are going to have that one. Specify the starting faction. I'm going to allow that to be chosen. Actually, no, I'll keep that one back. Yeah, we won't do starting planet. We'll just leave all this where that is. Okay, this is where I want to change things. Then we've got continuous options, specify MegaMek game options. Let's just specify if this is left empty, the default options will be kept. Okay, this one here, this allows you to specify the MegaMek game options. If this is left empty, the default options will be kept. I think we'll leave that. I'll change that in game. We'll do that when we first get in there. So I'm going to go and click on OK. And this will be, yep, so the start preset, that's okay. Let's just go with that one. So save. And that means if we then apply the settings, incoming transmission. So if I go back, I'll just quit out of this yet again, proceed. Sorry, I'm just going to go back out again. Guys, this is remembering things, but this is, we'll just go, do you want to save the current game before quitting? No. So we'll go in and just restart again and just see if that settings actually did tweak, did hit. Okay, what did we get up to? So Quest Sokola is saying, hi everyone, is saying it's saying is MegaMek HQ a mod for is MekHQ a mod for MegaMek? It's actually more the other way around, to be honest. MekHQ is a whole campaign. This is the game master for running a full campaign. MegaMek is only for battles, and so what happens is everything is controlled through MekHQ. Let me go through and actually show you, because I've got it all set up here ready to go. I just would like, this is a great resource as well, the MekHQ guide and the other different sorts of guides. When you come into megamek.org, you've got a few different things you can download. Now, at the moment, the core rules in through here is the new version, which is, this is 0.51.00.1. Don't download that one yet. What that is, it's only for MegaMek. It's not for MekHQ. But MekHQ, you can sort of see down through here, play out BattleTech games online, yeah, blah, 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 or you know, on your computer. MekHQ, generate your own personal force. So this runs the whole campaign for you. MegaMek Lab, you don't really need. A Mech Bay, this sort of, yeah, this actually does allow you to look at the different databases and things, which is pretty cool. But this is the main focus of what we're going to be doing here. And so you want this MegaMek 0.51.0 at the moment, this milestone, because what this one does is this brings in all three of the actual games in through here, these first three. But we start off by playing MekHQ, and then when there's a battle generated, it then opens up MegaMek, and we play the battle out in MegaMek. So that's the way it sort of then works, and then it comes back to MekHQ to then run the game. It's really, really cool. So it's actually sort of changes things a lot. I didn't realize that when I first started to look at this, like a few weeks ago now, and when I looked at it, I assumed that we were playing mainly MegaMek, and everyone knows that the word MegaMek. They don't know the MekHQ, but MekHQ is by far the more important program for us. So that's sort of where that one does sit. Guntor is saying, hello, is this in the BattleTech universe? It is the BattleTech universe. This is like an open source online play, and sort of, it's funny because Catalyst, the makers of BattleTech, like, they sort of got the license for it. They don't like certain things that happens with MegaMek, but I think it's just been going for so long, and I think it introduces new players to the game. I just wonder what would happen if Paradox had BattleTech as a game many years ago now, but I just wonder if, what would, this is open source. I guess they've got to tread a bit of a line here, between actually associating it too directly with BattleTech. So it says down here, MegaMek Corporation organization maintains a series of programs that try to implement the published rules for the tabletop BattleTech game published by Catalyst Game Labs as faithfully as practicable. These programs are designed with the idea of being accessible, so blah, blah, blah. It's all programs are open source, and so they're trying not to piss off Catalyst, and Catalyst actually, I think, do support what they do, which is great. So, but if someone actually did make a actual mech game that was exactly this but with better graphics, I don't know what would happen, to be honest. It was I hope that doesn't happen, to be honest. This is it's nice having something that's just been going on for so long. You will need to have Java 21 required, and do follow the instructions, because if you follow the instructions, it's really, really easy. If you don't follow the instructions from what they sort of say, it can be quite difficult. Anyway, that's where we are. So it is BattleTech. It is basically BattleTech in open source. It's a little really saying, the most complete BattleTech universe you can find. It is actually, it's more so than the BattleTech game. So it's MegaMek campaign version. There we go. Yep. Into saying, great. I really love the BattleTech game. I'll definitely sit and watch. It's Little Willie saying it's now just we're going through the setup, which is rather in depth. There's a lot that you can set up. It's so Heart of Mithril saying hi, and then Ukpik Australis saying MegaMek is the core game engine for battles. MekHQ is the campaign system. Exactly. Yep. So the MegaMek Discord is amazing too. I haven't been to that, actually. I should have a look at that, because they have a lot of issues with the game. There's a lot of it's still being developed, and to be honest, it's very clunky. I do have problems, and I've been using ChatGPT to help me through those, and that's been quite useful. So MegaMek Lab is the construction rules. MekBay is the electronic record sheet system for tabletop play and Alpha Strike play. And saying Catalyst has stated that they use MegaMek Lab to make the official sheet. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool. And Microsoft still has the official electronic game rights for BattleTech. Officially, MegaMek is as a game aid, right? Yeah, okay. So that's good. So there we go. This Little Willie saying there is a reason it's MegaMek and not MegaMek with a CH. Yes, I know. It's sort of funny because when you first start sort of mucking around with it, you automatically go to the CH version rather than the K, like in through here. Anyway, let's get into it. So I've asked ChatGPT just to sort of help me get set up in the I sort of wanted to have the I wanted to put Fog of War on. So we'll do that next. So we'll just go back into MekHQ. So we're going to go into new campaign. And so it's now just going to be sort of loading in the different bits and pieces. So each era, even the map changes from era to era. So now I should have... I've got there... Actually, where do I load it? It didn't remember it. Campaign. I wonder how I load it in. This is where it is clunky. I've got to say, it is clunky. So just that should have been there. There won't be anything in here. This is a thing that just gets you started without having to go through any sort of setup at all. Load campaign. If I open that one, what happens here? I don't think this is going to help. I don't know if that's... No, we're in Galatea. We don't want that. That is not what we want. So this is where the game, it is really unintuitive at times. When you do anything outside of it, like they're trying to, I think, make it accessible. Oh, hang on, there we go. So Pick Australis is then saying, click new campaign, click camp veteran, then the next screen you can load the options. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like it's just doesn't like things. I guess there's so much for them to do. New campaign. Like unless you know these things, so at least we're finding out. I must say I really appreciate people coming in and helping. It makes a big difference. So we go to veteran, then we go to. I'm guessing we just go apply. There's nothing else I can do, is there? And on the next screen, so we just go apply. Nothing else there. I don't know. A bit confused now. There's definitely nothing else there. I assumed it was going to come up in here, in this list. It's not customize, is it? Do I go to customize and then load it in? Maybe I can do that from any old place. Yeah, so they're saying it's also a code base, 20 years old, and some of it hasn't been updated. Right. So if I go to load presets, it's not there. Still not there. Cancel. Okay. Well, that's a pain in the ass. That is a pain in the ass. All right. Cancel changes. Click new campaign, click veteran, then the next screen. You can load the options. Where? I've made a preset. It doesn't recognize it. It's definitely not in here. Ah, boy, this is where it gets frustrating. There's nothing else up in through here. Cancel changes. New campaign. So I guess if I apply it rather than go to customize, we'll try that. Nowhere to load it in. No, I'm missing something here. Something, oh, hang on, load preset here. No, we're back here again. This is painful. I don't know. Has anyone else got any ideas, any clues as to how we get back what we just did? Very frustrating. Yeah, I've got no idea. Cancel changes. Takes me back to here. You'd think it has to be in here, wouldn't you? This is where the game really does get annoying. Like it's extremely frustrating. Everyone just goes veteran, then once you're in, you should just be able to load it. But that's not something I mess with that often, right? Okay, so yeah, that's frustrating. New campaign. I don't want to be asking ChatGPT for all this stuff. Okay, we're going to have to just go back in and do it again. If you're trying to load the campaign MekHQ settings, you can do it after you start the campaign, can you? So thanks, Gagaball. There may be so let's just go and apply this one in this case then. We'll just get into it and just see if there's a way we can load it in here. So if I just leave it, I'll just apply these settings even though it's not what we want. Just use a random starting location. You received an application. I'll take a look later. Proceed. File. New campaign. Is that doing anything? No, we're back here again. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, so this is not working. Cancel. Oh, now it crashed. All right, we'll get there eventually. So we'll go into new campaign. This is what I mean. Like it's the game is. It's. I think for people who play it all the time, like they just know. Okay, you're playing. You apply it. You go to specific things and just do it. But this for new players, it is really like off-putting. Let's just leave it by here and just see if we can actually if we can just go and well, and then change all that as well. Proceed. So manage campaign, file, campaign options. Okay, I've clicked on it. Load preset. Oh God, this is crazy. This is crazy. Don't know. So it says Little Willie saying further down, campaign options, then load from there. Campaign options. Did I miss it? So was it in under here? Campaign options. Click on it. There's nothing else in there. The only one I have is to load preset, which then takes me back to the starting point again. So it's Little Willie saying further down, campaign options, then load from there. Load an existing preset, and then it's over. It just takes it over. I've got no idea. So John saying when's battle mode when you need him. I don't know if he'd know this. I know he plays this a lot, but this is frustrating. Okay, so what do we do? How do we do this? We know that they're there because we loaded it in. The other option is to have a quick look and see if there's a place somewhere in the list of things that actually where the presets live. Just going to MegaMek. So that's it there. It's XML file. Save games, nothing there. Okay. Campaigns. That's no, that's not going to do it either. That's campaigns, data, campaign presets. All right, let's try that. Let's go and throw them in here. So we'll just go back to, I'll just go Control C, data. Shouldn't have to be doing this, but anyway. Control V, and we'll just name this one 6. And see if that works. All right, so we'll just to make sure that we've got a clean start, we'll quit out of this and quit out of this and just try that again. Do you want to save the game before quitting MegaMek? No. Right, let's try this again. Once we get started, I mean, we get a fair way until we then hit these hurdles. Okay, so the Go Ball is saying by default it should save it in the correct folder automatically, at least for me. So have I put it in the correct folder now, or should it be in my? I've got like a. I don't know if I set up the game properly. Maybe that's what it is. I also don't have any of the fluff that the game actually sort of has. You know, like the graphics and things, and I've loaded them in, but I just don't see them. So all right, so let's go to new campaign. Let's try this again this time. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Yes, there we go. We've got it. We got it. A few tweaks. Good. We'll apply this. Done. We get there eventually. All right, so now we'll get into it. So it didn't remember our date. It didn't remember the name. So I like the word juggernauts. It does tactic juggernauts mercenary group. We will just change this to the 3025 start. So that's going to be okay. We'll just confirm that date. This is, they reckon, the best one for new players. We'll play as a mercenary team. You can actually play as clans, sort of like inner sphere worlds, mercenaries, pirates. So I tried a little bit of a pirate run. Makes life, these play very, very differently in terms of the management of your campaign. Certain things like pirates, for example, have to salvage everything for a pirate, whereas for a mercenary, we actually have to negotiate. So we still want salvage because we want to be getting new mechs that way. Unit insignia, I'll just go back into here, just grab I had personalised these things, and the camouflage. We'll just go back to Federation Suns again. Actually, where do we go there? Just go that one there. Okay. That's all fine. So this is all good. We've got all these different things happening now, so we're now just going to go and apply the settings. Incoming transmission. So we'll use a random starting system. So we start randomly on the planets. And welcome. So this isn't just about firing a few lasers, it's about controlling the entire battlefield. Yeah, blah blah blah. We'll proceed. This is the setup for what we're going to then be doing. And so we end up with different daily logs coming back through. So we've got a whole lot of applicants are sort of available for different bits and pieces. Not that this matters much because we don't actually have anything just yet. The interstellar map, we can see that we're starting way over here. Now, where are we? We are in the Marian Hegemony. Back over through here, Free Worlds League. So the Marian Hegemony is the... is that the capital? Looks like it might be the capital of them. It is. So we're starting at the capital system but they don't actually have a hiring hall. So this is sort of like on the outer periphery. This is actually all the different worlds you can then play in. There's Earth in the middle of the galaxy in this instance, and so we're starting off on the edge. There are other clans as well, so they're sort of further out. So with different sort of groups in through this other side. Hi Sev, how you going? So in this case, you've got sort of like the inner sphere worlds are these ones in through here. Then you've sort of got the rim worlds, which are where we are. So we're sort of on one of the little rim planets. And so when we have a bit of a look at this one, this is where we start. Just random. So it gives you a random start. This is actually unbelievable. Like you can, like with these sorts of games, there's every single one of these systems these aren't randomly generated, but they sort of, like this, contested worlds in through here again, where the different factions are sort of vying for control. Back down through here, we'll end up being able to sort of pick up, jobs from in around this other side. Unfortunately, when we're out in this other here, we're in a bit of a backwater where we sort of start. So it's actually saying. Pierce is saying Marian Hegemony, aka Space Romans. There we go. I don't know much about this faction, or we don't know anything about this faction at all. But this is this particular group. So we're sort of on the edge of the inner sphere, but we are a rim world, and so we don't have recruitment. We don't have a hiring hall. Now, right from the very, very start, we don't have a table of operations. We don't have anything at all. So we need to get started. The first thing we're going to do before we do that, though, is that I can change the defaults. This is actually something that I did struggle with a little bit, but I've now sort of found it. So we've got we've got different defaults I can change in through here. So I've got the MegaMek client options. I've got the MegaMek options in through here, and then MegaMek client options in through here. So I can go in and change things like the audio, the keybinds, etc., for playing the game. So I can set all of that up from MekHQ. The MegaMek options, though, what I want to do here is I want to actually have it so that we end up going into having like the double blind, which essentially is fog of war. So I'm going to turn all this on now. The ChatGPT did give me a bit of a rundown as to what. So TACOps double blind, TACOps sensor rules need to be on. So let's go and set all of these up as a default. So we should have we've got blind drop. Actually, just to say that, I might just have a look at all of them. I can remember more than just two. blind drop on, no double blind messages on, exclusive double blind deployment zones off. Right, let's do that. This is, so that goes off, blind drop goes on. Is it, hang on, I've already forgotten. Blind drop on, real blind drop, no, we turned that one off. Okay, so this is, then we have, that's all okay up through there. There's so many different settings you can actually have in through here. Show details, yeah, that's okay. Now that's, if we go and search, we can actually go and search for the other bits and pieces. So we've done blind drop and exclusive blind drop. So just if we go back to this little listing through here, so we need, so if I just look at the double blind, these are going to be, just give me the list. If I just type the word blind in, I should be able to pick up all of those. Blind. This is quite cool the way this one does work. So unofficial default bots to single blind when using TAC ops double blind. You know, we'll leave that one off. So blind drop goes on. It did say exclusive double blind deployment zones. No, it turned that one off, didn't it? Off. So hide battle. Okay, no double blind messages. Real. No, that one's not on. TAC ops double blind. This will then give me fog of war. And then we've got, the next one is the TAC ops sensor rules. So we'll do, let's search for sensor. TAC ops sensor rules. There we go. So we'll just leave those on. That's what the, oh, here we go. So, Ukapilis Australis saying the settings screens are getting updated in the next version. The devs have worked on making them more manageable. Yeah, it's it'd be nice if there were sets of things that you could just turn on. Like it's like to turn on, like to actually go and turn on Fog of War. Like that's the settings. Instead of just there being a single Fog of War on or off, this is sort of where it actually is. So anyway, that's sort of where we are there. It's pretty handy actually having this one do this one. So that's going to then mean that when we go back through, so let's just go and apply. Let's just go and click on OK. So this will be then set for when we go into combat. I won't need to then go and change it in MegaMek. Right, the first thing we need to do is actually get started. So we're going with a company generator. So we already are a mercenary team. Like this is actually where we are through here. So let's go to the company generator. And this can be wildly different with the different sorts of things that you end up getting. Now, previously if you've been watching sort of things online, it'll say against the bot is sort of like it shows that one, but Windchild is now the new AI, so we use this one. Specified faction is just going to be a mercenary faction. I won't worry about a command lance. I'm going to leave all this onto the defaults. I'm going to leave all this on defaults. I do like to get a few more mech techs, say 16 of those. I won't worry about so much of the others, actually, to be honest. I'm just going to leave that one through there. One thing I don't like is the, I wish this would default to the formation naming method. It uses the old, like CCB thing through here. This generates names using the Combined Communication Board's World War II calling alphabet, which is like Able, Charlie, Easy, and things like that. Whereas the ICAO 1956 one is the one that we're all familiar with, which is Bravo, Charlie, Alpha. So I'm going to use the ICAO settings in through there as the default. Everything else I'm just going to leave where that actually is. So I'm sort of happy enough with all of that one. You can, if you're wanting to have more money at the start, you can pump this one up. So the number of die sixes that you then roll, it gives you at least get 3.5 million to start with. But you can, essentially with this one here, it randomizes by just rolling on a table the different bits and pieces. So let's just go through and apply this. So we'll just, or generate. So we'll just go and generate this particular run. Spares, generate mothballed spare parts. I won't worry so much about that one. Let's just go and generate. This is then going to generate the company for us. So it's now sort of generated all the people. So this is all the personnel. We've got a few of them that have actually now gone up in marksmanship, which is good. So we've got those. So we'll just go and issue these awards. So this is now incoming transmission. This is Adept Agape from the military liaison saying, by authority of the Mercenary Review Board, basically welcome. So I'm ready to serve with honour. So that's just being a mercenary. So we're part of the mercenary clan or mercenary group. Back in through here, we've got everything sort of set up. That's all okay. So I don't know why certain names get renamed back to their actual name. But anyway, that all seems to be sort of okay. Anyway, that's all right. We'll just leave that one where that is. So now we've got recruitment. We've got no hiring call. We do actually have, now if we go back in and have a look at the table of operations, we now actually have the Juggernauts. We have Alpha Company, and then we have the Alpha Lance Bravo Charlie. I'm going to change the name of this. So I'm just going to rename this one to, because we're not going to have more than just this Alpha Company. So I'll just change the name to, I'll just call it Prime Company or something like that, just so I don't get confused with the two alphas. Headquarters is only going to have like a logistics team back in through here with flatbed trucks, with some sergeants driving those around, which we won't worry about. So this is the this is where the camouflage kicked in. We can change that if we wanted to, and then so with our different lances, let's just fix up if we've got any actual problems. So Jones is saying, Jones Swee is then saying, go into the game folder, and the data folder, you have a campaign preset. That's where you need to, okay, yeah, thanks, yeah, we got there eventually. Okay, so, okay, so there we go. So it's great having this information, sorry. So saying the names renamed is Universal Fluff. The canon events renames. Okay, cool. So hover over each option for a description. I'm not sure which options we were talking about. I think we've sort of gone past all of those now. Anyway, let's continue on. So we've got Alpha Lance. This is going to be more of our heavies. Is that too much? It probably is, isn't it? I haven't changed the... if we go back into the command center, change faction... Oh no, I'll cancel that one. No, that's not what we want to change that. We just want to change the look. Campaign options. I don't even know if it's in there. Manage campaign. View. Reports. I'm not sure how we change the overall look of things. Not that it matters that much. I did change it to flat dark as well, by the way. Flat darkular, it's very hard to read the dark red on that one, and that's the default for the game. So there is actually like a dark red colour, so hopefully that will be fixed. So I looked everywhere for that just when I was playing it privately, but it had a lot of trouble with it. Have a quick look in here, see if it's got the... I don't know if it does. Oh, there we go. Hang on, does this change things? Does that start a new game for us? I don't know if it does. Actually, I won't. Yeah, I'm unsure now if this is going to actually just completely change again. Oh, look, no, it should still be okay. I'll go with something that not quite as deep. Going to click on it. Yeah, it's a campaign setting. So I think we're in the right spot for this one. Although it does have all of this stuff back in here again. I'm a bit worried about this one. I don't think we'll do it. I think we'll yeah, let's not do that. Let's just leave it. Let's put up with what we've got. I don't think we can change the visuals. I thought we could. Anyway, we're on Alpha. This is a planet that we're actually on at this stage. You can sort of see it sort of zoomed in at this different location. The table of equipment, let's just have a quick look and sort of see what we've got. So we've got a dragon. So this is a, and we have a bit of a look at these ones. If you just go to the unit more than anything else in through here. Only 60 tons, this particular one. So this is a fairly, like a mid-level mech. good movement. What else have we got through this other side? We've only got 160 armor, which is sort of like a bit, that's average really, which is actually okay. Medium lasers, so this is going to be more of a bit of a brawler, I guess. If we have a bit of a look and see what it's, doesn't tell us what the role actually is, but this is going to be something that's going to be sort of moving in fairly tight. There's no jump jets on this one. The Archer is going to be a long range. This is a 70-ton mech. This is an Archer 2R. We've had them in the last one that we were playing. Lots of LRMs, medium lasers as well, but it's mainly going to be sort of mainly from sitting back. The Ostrock in through here as well. We've come up against these when we've been sort of playing the game as well. These are this is a 60-ton mech again as well. 144 armor, so nothing great. Large laser, medium laser. So this is going to be a mid-range sort of fighter. And then this one here, we've got the Sergeant Trinity Wheelman back in through here. This is a 60-ton mech. So we don't have any massive mechs here, unfortunately. So we didn't luck out with getting a big mech. We just got sort of like medium mechs throughout the run there. 7-3D name a character. So best stats, male mech pilot. Well, I'm going to be naming the mechs. So it's going to be whoever. I'm just going to go from the best to the worst. So in this case, you can sort of see there we've got a 3-4 mech warrior riding this dragon. So I'll probably give you the dragon, and I'll probably end up just naming everyone in Alpha Lance first. Bravo Lance, what have we got in here? We've got a Shadow Hawk, 55 tons. Again, we're looking at mediums, and then mainly just going to be medium lasers in through here. This one does have jump jets. What about these other guys? 4.6, 5.8. Fairly good movement. We don't have anything really slow. These in through this other side. We've got the standard gyro there. Then we've got two Shadow Hawks. So we've got another one through here. These are the only ones with jump jets. Now, these don't have them. None of these have got jump, but they do have... Two of them have got reasonably... The Ostrock and the Dragon have got pretty good movement. This Rifleman does actually have the large lasers and the autocannon. So that one's actually not... This one can be sort of like medium long range as well. So we've got a couple of brawlers and a couple of guys back. It's sort of like we don't have anything that can really zip in and sort of jump over the top. It's only a jump of 3, so it's not fantastic. Medium lasers, and then these numbers here. So this is really I guess a bit of a brawler in terms of the mediums. Got the okay, this one's only got 64 armor. That's interesting. It's high movement. And then this one here. This one's probably the best of these little ones. It's only 20 tons though, this one. Just machine guns. This one's going to have to be the one that actually gets in behind the other forces. Okay, so this is actually... Bravo Lance is a bit light on as well. Okay, let's have a look and see what Charlie Lance has got. This is going to be our Scout Lance. So we've got the... what have we got through here? Very, very high movement, which is good. Only machine guns and a medium laser, so hardly anything there really. Only 64 armor. This one here is... now that one there, we've got the 2-3 in that one there. I'm going to have to change the pilots around anyway. Anyway, let's go and get... So Weehar is in saying, have you ever tried BattleTech with the Rotech mod? Yes. Yes, I love that. I used to love it. It sort of was, it was only a small area of the actual planets that you could actually play in, whereas this game is the full galaxy is available to you. Right, so we've got 4 5s all the way through, a 2-3 there. What else have we got? A 4-4, 3-5. So this is actually the skills, and a 3-4 there. Our best pilot is this one, Petra. It's a bit of a waste, I think, having it in the Locust. So we think we might switch a few of these people around, but we want to have people with scouting abilities back in Charlie Lance anyway. So the Panther is another 35-tonner this time. This one's got a particle cannon. This one can fire, and it's got 104. All right, and it does have jump jets as well. The Wasp has got good jump jets, only 20 tons. SRMs, so short-range missiles, only 48 armor, and 48 armor here is again for a Stinger, 20 tons again. Machine guns, and so these guys are these are our scouts basically. But I think that's wasted Petra in that particular location. So I don't think there's any clean way of actually of getting them out. I can remove the units. This is really, we are just looking at the units in through here. Go to pilot commander in personnel. So this is it in through here in charge of Charlie Lance, and we can see this is our one elite, actual MegaMek. If we just go back into the Mech Warrior, if we go into Mech Warriors, just so we're looking at the actual Mech Warriors that we have available to us. So everything on board so far are either regulars or elites and veterans. All the green and ultra greens haven't been assigned, so these will be sort of like the reserve. I'm going to take, now these are all in charge of the various groups, but I'm thinking I'm going to put, now actually one thing we do need to do is to start to find the search for which one is it? Is it general? Aggregate combat? Just do that and just go to scouting. So when we have a look at these scouting, we've got 2 lieutenants, we've got 3 sergeants. So we want these all of these sergeants with the scouting ability to be in Charlie Lance. And if I go back now to the actual to just the graphic, oh hang on, that's not it. General. That's then going to have, so there's a green member there as well that actually ended up being in the list. So it's the first 2. These both have scout, like we got a regular in through there as well. This lieutenant. So, and that lieutenant is in charge of Bravo Lance, I think, in the Shadowhawk. So what I think we'll do is we'll switch across so that we end up with Charlie Lance only having. So we've got 3 in Charlie Lance that are that really shouldn't be in there. Let's just go and remove assign to unit none. So we'll just go and get all of these out of here. So we'll just do the micromanagement here now. Assign to unit none and assign to unit none. Where are we? Assign to unit none. So that's now, and also I'm going to take her out of there. So assign to unit none. And I'm going to be wanting to put, I probably need her to actually be like in the best weapon that we've got for fighting in Alpha Lance, which is going to be probably the Dragon. But we've already got a veteran player in there as well. So we've got Victoria in there. We've got the Ostrock is probably going to be the one. So let's remove this assign to unit none. Well, this one here we'll just go none there for now. And we'll now just go and assign Petra, the elite, back into that Ostrock. So we'll just go into assign to unit as pilot for the mech, the heavy, the Ostrock. So we'll get her in there because she's got such good skills. That will give us the best fighting chance for Alpha Lance. And so we'll name the actual units rather than the Mech Warriors. So Alpha is now full. Now, if we go back again, we've got. If we just go back again, sorry, I just want to make sure I've still got. I'm pretty sure that we've got these regulars as well. I'm just going to go and ditch these. So we're just going to go and assign to unit none, and then assign to unit. Where are we? Assign to unit none. So the first one's up through here. Again, if we have a look at the, if we go back into aggregate combat, scouting is still selected. The first 2 I'm not going to worry about, although I probably should put in that top lieutenant could actually go in and command this group. Yeah, it's interesting. You can sort of see there the combat abilities back in through here as well. of the different groups. Got like a high tactics one down here, but it's certainly a green one. So the lower the number, the better with what they do. So if I only get 3, I probably do need to have 4. And let's go back again to the general, just so we can sort of see. This is in Bravo Lance. I think what we'll do is we'll move this one out of Bravo Lance and put it into Charlie Lance. So this lieutenant, we've got a captain, and so we're going to be sort of Bravo Lance is going to be a little bit underdone, I think, in terms of the piloting. So we'll just go there, and so actually no, we want to get this one into assigned to unit as pilot for a mech. We've got the mediums. The Shadow Hawk is not what we want. We want these essentially are going to be. If we had, I forget which ones. We did have a light somewhere else. If we go to the Panther, it's Charlie Lance. Okay, so we'll put that one in Charlie Lance. So Charlie Lance has to be completely rebuilt. Then we've just got these other regulars as well, and a green as well. So we just go into hopefully I'll get them all right. So we just go into assign to unit as pilot mech light. So the Locust. I think we had the 2 Stingers and the Wasp. That's Bravo. I had it wrong. Award, assigned to unit as pilot mech light. So the Locust, that's Charlie Lance. Then we've got this sergeant through here. Assign. So it's mainly the scouting that we need to get, because we've now turned that on as something we need to be doing. So we're going to have to go into the second Stinger, which is Charlie Lance, and then the last one here is assigned to unit as pilot mech light Wasp. So all the Charlie Lance guys have now been done. Alpha Lance still needs one more. If we just go back across, it really doesn't matter so much. Let's have a look and see if there's any other aggregate combat skills that would be good. We've got the captain is already in there. Yeah, we don't need anyone else. I think we're actually okay. So let's just go back to the combat abilities, and then we'll just assign them as per these now. But we do want this scanning skill that we can then go and get. We'll just go back to general again. So we've still got. So I'll just go to the next one in line. This one here, and assign to unit as pilot mech heavy, the rifleman. This one here. Assign as pilot mech medium, the Shadow Hawk, and this one here as well. Assign to unit as pilot mech light, the Stinger. So that's Bravo Lance now set up as well. The Bravo Lance has only got regulars. Charlie Lance has got regulars as well, but has got all the scouting abilities. Let's just go back to we can go to the hangar as well, and just actually no, we don't need to worry about that one. Let's just go back to the table of organisation and equipment. Just going to write, like with Charlie Lance, I'm just going to change the role from front line to patrol, just so that that's its actual role is to go and do that. So we'll just get all of this stuff set up before we do anything. Before we take anything on, let's have a quick look and see. We've got 28 million C-bills at the moment, so we've got a lot. We rolled well. I'm just going to grab myself a drink of water. Be right back. Okay, so we've got the, so with that one there, this has now been sort of set up, where we've got a lieutenant in charge there, only all sergeants back in through this other side, and then we've got the captain Captain Victoria in through there, but we've also got Petra in through there as well, which is our best mech warrior. So we've got a number of different things in here that are going to go well for us, I think, with Alpha Lance. The Alpha Lance, the role here, Frontline. I think Frontline is good for both of these, for Bravo and for Charlie. So I'll just leave them where they are. So we'll just sort of we'll just leave this open for when we sort of need to be doing anything. Now, in terms of the unit market, we've got a bit to spend. We haven't actually got a contract. Maybe we get a contract first. Actually, no. Let's go and get the units, if there's units to be bought. So I'm only really interested in mechs at this stage. There are all sorts of things you can actually then go and get. Like you've got like drop ships, which is going to cost like almost billions. And so if you get these, you can actually you don't have to then employ people to transport your company around. So because we don't have any of those. Infantry, different things in through there. Conventional fighters, so these are sort of like aircraft, aerospace. So these are sort of space fighters, vehicles like tanks and trucks and so on and so forth. I'm not going to be worrying about these. We just want to be playing with mechs, so I just got to show mechs on through there. The interesting thing here is that you can buy from the black market. We're not seeing that anywhere here. It's all either open market or mercenary auctions, which are fairly safe to go and get. If you have black market, there's a chance you're not going to be able to go and get them. So we've got a few things in through here. Look, there's a Wolverine there, actually. We can sort of see what these have got. Like when we have a look at this one, this is the Wolverine is a only 55 tons. I thought it would be bigger than that. Got the Crusader is a this one here is a 4/6 movements, good armor, great armor. We could actually just go and grab a couple of these as well, just to add things in. And we are missing the big mechs. So these are things we could sort of go and pick up. Yeah, this is a big mech. Where's the size? It's only 65, actually. That's interesting. What about the Grasshopper? That's a 70-tonner. And speed is... God, I keep on seeing... There we go. A 464. This is a jump jet at 60. This one can jump. It's got, and this has actually got. This is mainly going to be a bit of a brawler, I think. And look at the armor. Yeah, let's grab this guy. So this one here, I think, is definitely worth getting for Alpha Lance, and probably actually put our best pilot back in that one there. So now we've still got a bit to spend in through here. We've got the Crusader, the Viper. These are heavy mechs down the bottom through here. This one here is is 70 tons, good armor. Again, sort of, this is going to be a brawler. There we go, brawler there. This is a let me see that one there. Yeah, brawler roll, missile boat, Grasshopper is a skirmisher, which I don't mind. Having that jump jet, I definitely want to be getting that one. So let's go and purchase this. And we might as well get these while we're here. So the Viper is also another heavy. We need to get some of these bigger mechs just to sort of to round out what we've got. We probably only need 2. The Wolverine is a medium mech. We've got more lights, but we probably don't really need the lights. This one here, good armor. Jump jets as well, which I quite like. Wolverine's got even more. I quite like the idea of getting a Wolverine, just simply for the fact that it can move so quickly. You know, we're sort of swimming in money. Let's go and get 3. Let's go and get the Viper as well. Let's go and purchase all 3 of those. So. Astralis is in saying Catapult is in this era, but the nice heat balance ones are a few years out. Yes, yeah, we don't have the double heat sinks in these. So we can always... This one's got 17 heat sinks, actually, which is actually pretty cool. I'm sort of looking at the jump jets because we don't actually have very many of them in our group, and so if we're going to be trying to get in and smack things around, we're going to need that sort of balance. So that gives me gives me 3 more mechs. We're down to 11 million, which is fine. So we'll just use that for managing what we do. Let's go across and, yeah, so the black market, we didn't see anything from the black market there. Now, if we go back to the hangar, I think we get them immediately. Yeah, here they come. So they're, these are undamaged. I might assign them. I might assign them straight away into different groups. So I will actually go. I'll put them like I don't want to. Having 6 mechs in alpha would be great, which we could definitely do. The Wolverine though, I'm really liking what I like to see him through here. This is getting that jump of 5 is going to allow me to get in behind and do a lot of damage. And I'm thinking having our best pilot that one would be not bad at all. And these are all brawlers. They're all basically stand up in the fight type units. Yeah, these are all great. These are all really, really good. We could sort of even swap one out, or we just bring them in. So let's go across and now, do we go to... I might just go back into the personnel again. So in Alpha Lance, I don't want to add all 3. I might add 1 to Bravo. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. We'll just go back into the hangar. And so the Grasshopper, which one's our best one? 52, yeah, that one. This one, the Wolverine. It's a bit light on in armor. The Viper, I definitely want to have. I think this one. Yeah, maybe we give this one. I'll put this one into alpha. So assign to formation. The Prime Company, Alpha Lance, assigned to Alpha Lance. So we'll assign this one into Alpha Lance. So that one's now in there, but without a Mech Warrior pilot. And which one of these do we want to really flesh out Alpha Lance a lot? It does cost us more to now transport things around. I think the Wolverine again just will give us a bit of balance. So we'll assign to formation. Prime Company, Alpha Lance, assigned to Alpha Lance. So that's going to be 6 now in Alpha Lance. And the Grasshopper, we will assign to formation, Juggernauts, Prime, Bravo Lance, assigned to Bravo Lance. So we've got those different things in through there. With those now, we're just going to go back across and go back to our personnel. And so we've got the, I'm going to change the Ostrock Petra to change assigned to unit as pilot mech heavy, and then the Grasshopper. We've decided that we'd give her the Grasshopper. No, that's Bravo. That takes her into Bravo. Assign to unit as pilot mech medium, the Wolverine. So we'll get her in the Wolverine. The Dragon, I think I'm going to put the Veteran in the Viper. So we're just going to assign to unit as pilot mech heavy, the Viper, and then we're just going to get a couple more. Now we've got a regular in through here, so we'll assign assign to unit as pilot mech heavy, the Ostrock. We'll put that one there. Now we've only got greens left, so let's go and change. I'm going to change some of the. I'll get the Stinger. I'll just go and change this one away. We'll just go and actually we'll just assign this into unit as pilot mech heavy. The doesn't matter which one of these we go back into, so that one's okay there. The Shadow Hawk, the Commando. I've got Bravo Lance there with another Shadow Hawk. Let's go and change this Sergeant up. So assigned to unit as pilot mech. So we're just changing these around. That can be the Dragon. Actually, that's now Alpha, which means that we still need to go and assign somebody else. This one in here, maybe. assign to unit as pilot mech medium the Shadowhawk. No, so we've got Shadowhawk and the Stinger. Okay. Yep, so that's all it is. So we'll just go back to the greens now. So assign to unit as pilot mech medium Shadowhawk, and this one here, assign to unit as pilot mech light Stinger. That's all Bravo Lance now done. So if you now have a look at our table of organisation, we've now got a fully decked out group back in through here with our best mech warriors in Alpha Lance, Bravo Lance back in through this other side, Charlie Lance down through there. Let's go and rename this one here, this Viper. So this can be, that was Sev, was it, who ordered that one? Yep, Sev. So we're just going to change the name. How do we change that? Hanger, I think. Oh, we need a tech crew on these. So, assign person, tech, elite. Now, is it already? They're already selected there for something else. Rifleman. Actually, I better go and have a look at the personnel for the techs and just go and make sure that they're. So we have a look at the techs. Just sort by skill level here. Assign to unit as tech mech. I'm just going to go none, and then we'll just assign these back in. Assign to unit as tech mech heavy. In this case, we'll do the Viper. So we just need to have the maintenance crews back in through here. This mechanic, we can get rid of the flatbed truck. We don't need. Yeah, we've got a few of these actually on flatbed trucks. Assign to unit none. A few of them have got double units, so maybe we can do these. Oh, tanks light. Okay, no, these are different. These are mechanics. So mech techs is what we want. Nope, doesn't have it there. All right, we're just going to have to go by mech techs. So this is the mechanics work on the trucks. Mechanics. So we've got those. I'm just going to have to put regulars down for the mech techs. Assign to unit as tech mech heavy grasshopper. It's a mech tech there. Assign to unit as tech mech heavy rifleman, and it's an aero tech mech tech down through here, a green one. Assign to unit as tech mech medium Wolverine. All right, so the Wolverine is going to have a green group looking after that particular one. Back to the hangar again, and you have now there's no warnings on any of those, which is good. What we're going to do here, I think that's sort of got everything sort of set up. Like the contract, we haven't done the contract yet, so let's now go and find ourselves some employment. So these are the various missions that we end up having. You can just sort of open this up a little bit so we can sort of see what's going on. The thing I'm probably most interested in is the salvage rights, just to try to get more mechs and parts. So there's this one here is only 19 like transit time. This is garrison duty for the Marion Hegemony. So we actually are in the same location. Location is going to be Suetonius is the area. So we're already at the Marion Hegemony homeworld, and so when we come back through here, what have we got? We've got good support, battle loss compensation 0, and transport term 0. So we have to pay for our own transport. So buying those mechs is now going to make that a little bit more difficult, a little bit more expensive, but that's okay. The campaign length goes on for quite some time. Some of them are pirate hunting, so hunting down different pirates and things. We have less support, but we do get compensation for battle loss, and we do get good transport terms. This one's an objective raid, which only goes for 2 months. This one takes a long time, like it's 17 months. I'm thinking maybe we go for one of these. We get full transport. It's a long way away. I just we're going to be sort of stuck doing nothing much. It's 17 months. This pirate hunting one, like estimated profit, we actually make it estimated we loss. I don't think that makes that much difference, to be honest, in the game. Actually, that one goes for a long time as well. So garrison duty just means we're going to be defending mainly. This objective raid. This is a free world's going up against a mercenary. So this one here is the employer is the Free Worlds League, and so the discount it's at Leximon. It's 72 days transit time, which it's only a short contract though. I think that this one, even though we don't get the salvage rights, I quite like the idea of that we're going to get at least support, etc. And it's only a short one. That one there is we get 90. Yeah, we only get 40 there. I think we'll go this objective raid. So we're going to have to go in, and so this will actually then generate like a story for us. It will be the mission type. So we've got pirate hunting, garrison duty. Garrison duty will take some time. So we're sort of just sort of helping with these. Astralis is in saying you can renegotiate those terms, although the list won't update. Yeah, it's whenever I do this renegotiation, I try to get the salvage rights renegotiated, and it always goes down. Let's just go to this one here, this pirate hunting one. If it goes up, I'd be very surprised. Yes, it goes to 0 all the time. So it doesn't update here, but this is annoying. Better have a good negotiator. Yeah, is that what it is? Do we actually need somebody to do like this with good negotiation skills? Because I always get zeros. Like whenever I do it, it wastes that opportunity. So the ones I'm interested in, maybe the ones I'm not interested in. This one here. Let's go and renegotiate the salvage rights. 0. You see, it's just terrible. Yeah, it pays your money. Yeah, the renegotiation is what affects that. Right, okay. So in that case, I'm not going to do it. Says who's doing the negotiation. You can check their stats. I don't know where it says that, actually. How do we find that out? I'm not sure how we figure that one out. So we've got pirate hunting with 60%. Yeah, well, I just screwed that one up. Sorry, I've just got 0 salvage rights out of that one now, so I can't do that one. Well, that was a designated loss. So these two here, this one here, I've got 40% in pirate hunting there. This is for 13 months. So I'm looking at the month as well. It's a long time to get there. I sort of want to get in and out. I was right next to negotiate, is it? Oh, okay, Corporal Mallory. All right, let's go back and have a look at some of these low-level ones where they're just short and sharp, like this one here. This is, again, against pirates in through here. So we've got Fabrice Mercer is now, I guess if we go to personnel, whoops, sorry. I've got, for whatever reason, I get this really horrible sound come through the speakers with this game. It's not just the bing as well. It's I don't know why it does it. It just doesn't. It doesn't like my sound card or something. Okay, so it is the highest person. So if this corporal, Fabrice Mercier. If we have a look and see, we can go to the hiring hall. I'm guessing it'd be administrators. Any green there. But go and have a look at the personnel. Go to active personnel, and if we go to the admin skills, I'm guessing negotiation. It's interesting. It's got a few that are a bit lower. Was it one of these? I don't think it was. Oh, there we go, Mallory. Yeah, 6. So that's, we do have an 8 there, but I don't think I can do much about it. Anyway, let's just go back. Contract market. And so again, we've got the problem here is that we've now screwed up our salvage rights for a few of these things. And we're not going to be able to do much here. So if we just go back into the pirate hunting, these nice short ones, yeah, we can't do that one. That one has now updated those. There's some rebels there against the Free World League. So there's that's for 14 months though. Pirate hunting, let's try to renew. Oh, wow, okay, there we go. Now this is, we've got 90% there with exchange. I don't know what the exchange means, but I think that's good. That's now changed that one there. It's a 2-month contract. It's sort of showing that we're likely to lose, but I think that's, if I now go and ditch that one and then come back into the contract market, it should be now top of the list. It still thinks that we're going to lose that. Let's do this one here for the Lothian League. So, mouse over the salvage rights. Percentage of the value of the corresponding units you kill that you get to keep. So 90%, which is actually, but I don't know what exchange is. So check the glossary. Up there. And can we search this? Maybe not. You haven't really used this much. So what would it be under salvage? Salvage forces. Yeah, no, it's not going to help us. Close all. Okay, let's just get back into it. So we'll just go back into the contract again. So that is the one that we're going to be choosing. So we'll go and do this one for the Lothian League. So this is going to take a fair bit of transport to get there. So we'll accept this. Accept. Okay, so now we get to sort of see what's happened here. There's like sort of different roles happening to see sort of how the fight is going on the actual on the world. So the enemy is losing ground, sustaining heavy casualties and disorganized. However, they can be still put up resistance. So understood. So that's just, it gives a bit of a rundown. Incoming transmission. This is from the military liaison from the Lothian League. So I'm Lieutenant J.G. Graham Hill, your liaison, no baggage. So we're just going to go and have a look here. We'll just say, good, we're working with you. And then we've got Captain, our employers offered to assist our personnel in getting our equipment ready for transport. Might as well go and do it. So we'll just go yes, because we don't have any drop ships ourselves, so jump ships. So we have to make use of these transport terms. So just go and accept. And the journey will take approximately 96 days and cost 6 million sea bills. Would you like to accept this route? Yes. Accept. And so our money is now being drained off. Incoming transmission, so we can do different things. We're playing on easy mode, so I don't really need these. For the sake of sort of accuracy, I guess, I'm just going to put one in each of these, which is just going to cost me a little bit per month, so we'll just go and confirm that one. You want to look at another chance, we'll just go confirm. So that's now done. We've now got our contract, and if we have a look, everything is now ready to go. If we go back to the hangar, everything has been mothballed, so we're now on board the ship. So we're here on Alphard. If we have a look at the actual interstellar map, that's the path we then need to go to get there, to San Nicolas. So that will be the final sort of destination for us, which is terrestrial in the Free Worlds League. So we're going to be sort of crossing through this area, which is the Illyrian Palatinate, back in there as well. That's going to be part of theirs. This is the Illyrian Palatinate. This one here is uncolonized, this particular world. And so we'll be sort of operating from in here once we actually get there. So really, there's nothing much else for us to do except to sort of travel to that location. So we'll leave Alphard. So I'm just going to go across to here. And we'll just do it 7 days at a time. So I'll just go and start the advancement. And there will be different events that will then sort of come up, back up. Jump jets, so these are the jump jets that we've hired to take us there, and the drop ships as well. We'll just keep on going. That's just something important for us to have a look at. Jump point detected. Yeah, that's okay. We're not going to be. We've got 13 million, which is still a lot, but I'm not going to sort of spend anything else. I'm sort of happy with what we've actually got for our starting forces. Still moving through here. You can sort of see we've sort of. I don't know if that's the jump, like the actual jump ship itself. I'm assuming that's what that actually is. So just 7 days at a time. Just keep on skipping through. Just keep on scanning this until unless we sort of see something that we need to worry about. So moving across, getting to that uncolonized world now. So we're now at the uncolonized world. Okay, we've got a drop ship as a peer unit market. These are all too expensive for us to make use of. Now we go to the Illyrian worlds. Start the advancement. Back in through here again. So I've paid up front to get to this location. You can see there the estimated jump cost remaining. So, but we've already paid all these jumps. Start the advancement to cross to Huntington, and now we're going to be going into San Nicolas. We've still, yep. So we've got San Nicolas is one jump away. How many days is it? This is the 2nd of April at the moment now. So we've sort of got spent a few months traveling. Just go and do one more 7-day. And actually we're right here now. We've gone all the way, like that 7 days. Normally you sort of come in a bit, and then you sort of come in on the actual planet. We've actually arrived right on time. So if we go back to the hangar, these have now all been sort of taken out of mothball. So we actually just bounced straight in there. It's now the 9th of April. If we have a look at the so the interstellar map, we no longer really need to worry about. So we're now at San Nicolas, this location here. We can see more about the actual planet itself, which we won't worry too much about it. There's Rodriguez is the actual main landmass with the capital of New Cuiateles. Nitrogen, oxygen, yeah, okay, 34 degrees is the equatorial temperature. Surface gravity is 0.7 G, so we're going to be, the jump packs should be working a little bit more effectively. Breathable atmosphere, moderately advanced world, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it should be good. Anyway, let's just see how we go. We go to the briefing room. So this is we're now at San Nicolas and we've don't have anything just yet. We need to now sort of find things out. So with the area of operations, this is where we're going to be going. We do have an allied comm center back in through here. So this is actually going to be something we're probably going to have to try to maintain control of the designated facility at 0402. So we can actually come in initially and scout around here, just make sure there's no threats. And so we can, that probably would be a good idea. We'll be able to then scout around these different other areas. We've got over through here a urban center, another urban center in through there. This is a desert, back out this way, more urban. It's a little bit dark to sort of see what's going on through here. A desert back out there, hills, mountains, just going around here. The sea, okay, we've got ocean operating through here. So there'll be little islands and things in there. Badlands back over that way, and then more urban locations back out this way. A swamp in through there. And the sea through here. You can see the average temperature, 24 degrees, 24. But where we are here is 24 as well. What is this? Yeah, it's all just 24. All right, that's fine. What about in those mountains? Yep, that's okay. So let's go into here and just recon this. So we'll just go across into our... if you just right-click now, just again making 100% sure that with the different lances that we have, Charlie Lance needs to be set up as it needs to be a patrol designation. So the change role is to patrol. So this is going to then allow it to patrol more effectively. So if we go into, and I don't know if, now that we've sort of changed the rules on patrolling, whether it will be able to do everything, but we'll just see how we go. So if we go into the the area of operations. So I'm going to come into here, manage deployment. I'm just going to send in, and you can see it through there, Charlie Lance Patrol. So the, just go confirm. And it did only do one. Now, this is where I'm not sure what goes on with the scouting, to be honest, because the, in this case, they're going to be coming back off there. on the 11th, so 2 days' time. But if I keep on going back in, so it's only done that first one. It didn't do anything else, yet we do actually have scouts involved. This doesn't seem to be working the way that I thought it would do it. Advanced scouting through here. If advanced scouting is enabled in campaign operations, characters will use their scoutings. Okay, so there we go. So dark is unscoutable hexes in the area of operations, all right. Yeah, okay, so see the command center and the different tabs it will tell you. Command center, not sure if that's what they need. They need to have sensor ops skills. Oh, okay, thanks, Cassiner. Yep, okay. So I'll just have a quick read and see. The hex a combat team is deployed to will always be revealed unless the formation is deploying to a scenario. For all other hexes, the hex will only be revealed with unit with the deploying formation passes a scouting check. So this is what I thought was the rules here. So only one character per unit will make a scouting check, but it will always be the character with the best scouting skill. This allows you to specialize. Be aware that if the current commander's only option is enabled for the selected unit type, only the unit commander's skill will be used. Be aware if the relevant commander's only option is enabled. I don't know where that is. The 5 basic skills, yeah, communications, blah, 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 modifiers. So we should have seen more than one, I would have thought. So that was a bit disappointing. And I don't know how we see the roles either. It would be nice to, if we go back to the command center, we don't see it there. The briefing room, we're not seeing the die rolls as to what actually happened. So I'm not sure where that is. Yeah, so you need to make a roll, I think, on each surrounding hex. Yeah, that's what I thought. The blue icons in the command center. Command center, blue icons. Here we go. Advanced scouting. So here we go. So the lieutenant, thank you for that. So failed his stealth check with a roll of 5 versus a target number of 7. Advanced scouting, roll of 4 versus 7. 4 versus 7, and then we did roll a 6 versus 6. So these are on two die rolls, isn't it? 2 dice, or was it only 1? Oh well, we'll find out, I guess. I don't know if that's 1 die. If that's 2 die, that's pretty bad rolling. We'll see, and I don't think they do it day by day either. I think we have to go back up and then redeploy again, I think. Oh, it's 2 dice 6, so we just had really shitty rolls. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So they were just really, really... Because I was thinking, wow, that's like, I wasn't expecting to see that. This shows everything, actually. I might just leave it on that one there. Thanks, guys, for showing that one. So this is actually where the die rolls actually took place, and we didn't actually get anything. But I think we have to go back up. It's per deployment, yes. We have to go back and redeploy again. So we're just going to have to go back into the area of operations and wait for for Charlie Lance to be picked back up again. So advance a couple of days. They're now back up. Now I don't know if I can actually use them straight away. Let's pop them here this time and just see if we can actually sort of get something. So manage deployment. Charlie Lance. Confirm. Yeah, there we go. A couple more. We can eventually sort of get them. That's now got everything around through here. So we did that one there. We already knew this one, so we got those ones. If we have a look back at the command center again. So passed his stealth check, yeah, 8 versus 7. Rolled a 6 versus 7, so failed, and passed. So we already knew one of them, like the location that was here. So this is now doing what I thought it was going to do. And we've now been able to scout into here and here. But we haven't been able to scout into these other locations. If I just keep on bouncing back into here, I'll then get all of these. But I might as well go to this one next, which will then expose this one, and then this one. So let's just go down into these. We can be ambushed while we do this. So we're trying to find a designated facility somewhere, and we're trying to locate and engage hostile forces. But we can end up bouncing into their location. The safest thing for us is to actually just go into ones that we've already been to, but we won't do that. Advance the day, back off again. Let's just go into here, into the urban. Manage deployment. Charlie Lance yet again. Confirm. Did I do it? Is that working? Don't know what's happened there. Seems to have crawled. Yeah, it doesn't like it. Oh, hang on. We've been okay. We've gone in. So assault and weaken enemy held facility. So this is a turning point. We actually do have. This is the formations commander is leadership is delaying deployment of additional forces. Now, have we been surprised here? So we did actually come down. This is a hostile tank base. So we've actually gone in with our light force, and I don't really want them in here. So we've got a yeah, this is not what we want. So we've got a battle value there of 500 we can bring back in. So selected units. We do have the Stinger from Bravo Lance, which can come in and help. Commit Charlie Lance, and then he selected. Okay, so this is actually a full-on. Now the date is the next day. Deployment date. Battle date is the 13th as well. Return date is the 14th. We only have a small number in here. Look, let's just give it a go. Hostile battle value here is 5,000. Our battle value for the Charlie Lance is not that much. I'll throw this one into it as well. But the allies do actually have a lot. When is your next Disney Worlds 2 stream? I want to test the new stuff first, actually. Tanks are much more dangerous in BT board game to the other computer games. Okay, you can add a reinforcement due to leadership skill, I think, yeah. So in my experience, mech versus tanks, mechs win. Depends, actually. Not with the mechs we've got in here. Commit Charlie Lance and any... Oh, I kind of have to. I'm going to have to. So we'll send the Stinger in as well, which is only small. So we're going to go in with a whole lot of small units here. I would have liked to have sent Alpha in. Oh, we didn't name our mech, did we? So these are the mechs that are now on planet. I'll just go back to the Viper. Name unit. So this was Sev. So that's going to be the Sev mech. Now we might still be able to bring in Alpha Lance. You got busted during a scout, yeah. So I think we're stuck with this. This is what we're going to have to go in with, and so this is the danger of going in when you actually go in without actually checking things. It would have been safer for me to go here, a lot safer. I could have then prepared, but we've essentially been caught. So if we go back into the briefing room, this is an important battle as well. And unfortunately, we're going in with the with this team. Basically, that's what we end up having. So we need to destroy a lot of different things in through here. We'll see how we go, but we only have light forces, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not going to be good. That's not going to work out well for us, I don't think. But we should have some help. I don't know if I can bring Alpha in. If I just go back in here. Manage reinforcements. Okay, so we do actually have each attempt will cost support points that may be unsuccessful. So you can select multiple formations. Let's try to commit Alpha Lance to it. So target number is 5. Yep, that should be okay. So reinforce. Yep, we got there. Okay, so Alpha Lance did make it down onto the planet, so this is good. So we're going to be going in with a lot of mechs, I think. So we've got this is a major major thing we need to then go and do. So with the briefing room, turning point, we've now done our deployment. So that is basically all we can then go and do. So we'll just go in and advance the day to the battle day. So the battle day is going to be the 13th, which is the next day. Facility assault. It says deployed unit is Charlie Lance. It does have Alpha Lance there as well. So we are going in fully, like with a lot of mechs this time. So yep, this should be good. Yeah, you've got Charlie and Alpha, plus we've got one mech from Bravo as well. We're going with everyone. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong. So we'll just go in and advance one day. Let's go back to the command center. Yep, so new scenario, facility assault will occur on the 13th. There we go, and reinforce, attempting to reinforce scenario. Yep, rolled a 5. Actually, we only just got there with Alpha, so that's pretty cool. Then we've got the scenario. Recon is today, deploy a formation to the area of operations, and then we've got performs maintenance on some of the other mechs. Yep, so maintenance is happening. Back on the drop ships or jump ships. If we just go back across, area of operations. So actually, sorry, briefing room. So this is now starting the game. So let's go and do this one through here. So we'll start. Now I might just save the campaign and just call it Dazo1. Just so I've got it there. So I have had issues. I just want to make sure I've got an extra save there. Start the game. So a hidden enemy control facility has been identified for destruction. This facility is too valuable to remain in enemy hands. Now this was, I think, in a desert, or was it in the urban? Didn't have a close look. So your mission is to destroy at least 75% of the defending forces. This is not an occupation, this is an eradication. The priority is destruction, not capture. Do not concern yourselves with securing the facility. The enemy will fight to protect this installation, but their defences will crumble under sustained pressure. Crush their forces, level their defences, and ensure that when this battle is over, the facility is of no use to anyone. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement. If the facility remains salvageable after the assault, we will destroy it. The enemy will be left with nothing but ruins. Execute with overwhelming force and leave no doubt who owns the battlefield. Tank base. This facility is defended by an additional lance of enemy armour. This facility will be destroyed if 75% of the turrets are destroyed. Your employer has deployed you alongside an integrated force, so they have their own force in there as well. It's going to be a big battle, actually. Comms centre, so additional allied ground forces are approaching the area. That's probably Alpha, I guess. Conduct detailed scans of buildings at the designated locations. If captured, our forces can conduct their scans at will. So, okay, so let's commence the drop. And so we just go into here basically with the game. So I'm just going to go in and click on OK. So this now goes into MegaMek. So we now switch from MekHQ to MegaMek. And this is the order of battle essentially, where we've got the different groups in through this other side. We've got Team 1 is us plus a number of Lothian League units back in through here. So we've got the Allied ground reinforcements. So we've got some scout units and ambushes. Sit back in through there again as well. Strikers, a missile boat down there for the trebuchet. So their mechs, only up to 50 tons. Luckily, we've been able to bring Alpha Lance in with the bigger mechs. And the pirates have got like a lot of, what have they got? A medium mech, 3 medium mechs, heavy mech, heavy vehicle. These are unknowns though. Heavy vehicle. Okay, that shouldn't be too much trouble for us, I don't think. All right, so, and then we've just got the 2 different groups of allies. There's the battle value overall. We don't know what the battle value is of these. Because we've turned, I like that we've actually now don't know these things. So we have to be a bit more strategic. Okay, we're done. This is where you can go into your game options and change the settings. I will just go and have a quick look at blind. Yep. So all of the stuff we had for blind is turned on. That's good. We'll just leave that one where that is. Well, I'm done. So yeah, it's a desert map. Okay, so the player list. There are lots of players in this one. We've got tank garrisons, Op 4 teams, reinforcements, ground reinforcements. This is all of our different mechs that we get to play with, so we've got a heap of them. Our main force is actually coming in for this one through here. Remaining is to deploy, so we actually have initiative phase is we rolled a 6, they rolled a 9, they rolled an 8 and a 6, so we're going to sort of go last-ish, I guess. So we'll just go and click on done. This is just a report at this stage. So just going through the, what's where. We can have a bit of a look around the battlefield. It's a fairly small battlefield, actually, which is interesting. We do actually have some cover, so we can sort of hide if we need to. Okay, I'm done. All right, so here we go. Now I've got the, this is now the, we rolled a 4. That's terrible. So we're going to be going last, I would guess. Initiative phase. Yeah, this is just going through the initiative phase. We're done there. And so now we have the deployment. So we can see down through here, there's already, we're seeing some units back in through there. We're seeing some other units. I might just ditch those. I don't know if we need all this stuff. I don't mind having this around, but it's nice to have that information there. I must have switched that on somehow. But do we need it? I don't know. Not sure how we turn that off. Switch view. Maybe we'll just do that for now, just so we can actually look at the battlefield. We can sort of see the various things that are happening in through here. So this is the 3-5. This is Wheelman. This is the Locust. It's only a little 20-tonner. I'm not sure how many of these we can put in. We do actually have an allied group in through this other side, one of the Jenners, and we can have a bit of a look to see what's actually on the ground here. So we're seeing at this stage, from what's been spotted, we've got an armoured person, an APC, along with a motorised platoon of infantry, and also some what's that one through there? Yeah, we've got a heavy wheeled APC in through there as well. So nothing too much there. They've got a heavy hover APC and a J. Edgar tank, a hover tank, back in this other side. We've got allies down through this other side as well, which are sort of coming back through. That's the Trebuchet, is it? That one, I think. Not seeing it there. Not seeing the name of it. Anyway, that's okay. We'll just, we can deploy either with these guys. We're not seeing the turrets from the group. So what I want to do with my small units, I want to sort of end up with them sort of in behind, where they can get a little bit of protection initially, and then we can just come back through. This first one is a that we've got is an 8-12 movement. So it's actually it doesn't jump at all, but it can actually move a long way. And so I might just have it sort of start off. I might avoid those. We might actually even just sort of start back in here somewhere. We can sort of peer over the top. The this is level 2, this is level 3. Actually, one thing I might just do is just change the view, so we end up with the isometric view. Is there anything else we want to do? This one will then show like a level 3 down to level 1, but this will be a level 2 to level 3. So we can actually hide behind there and actually have a bit of a look over the top. So we've got a few different areas where we can actually sort of sit behind a bit of cover. And for these little guys, we're going to be mainly wanting to run around and do things anyway. What else with the board? The view. We've got the hex coordinates, the isometric view. Change the unit label display. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. What's the planetary conditions? Temperature, gravity is 0.7. It's light, dawn or dusk, so it's not the strongest light. Atmospheric pressure is thin. That's okay. Control P. Just to do that one. C is going to, I think, show us the sensor range of different things. Let's go and place it here. And we'll just go and turn this one to face this direction. Deploy. Did we see anything else? Yeah, we saw another mech over here. Okay, so we've got a big mech over this way, a Vulcan. So the Vulcan is a biped mech. So this is actually, so as they place them, they're placing their sort of the different ones in through this other side. Looks like we have to place Charlie Lance first. So we've got the, so the Vulcan is a, this has got a 5.6 piloting, so not a very good pilot, but does have a lot of movement. Armor is 80, and the, where's the weight, where's the big, how big, 40 tons. So bigger than what we're going to have. I think what we'll do is we'll just sort of keep our guys around the place. So as they bring more in, I'll just try to keep them all within support of each other. And again, just turn them so we're facing downwards. So deploy. So ours, we've only got small tanks into small mechs in through this other side. Not seeing much else happening in through there just yet. They've put in a which is this one here, a Jenner 35 ton at that location. So we've got this one next. The next one that we have is 35 ton biped. Yeah, this is the Charlie Lance. Movement that we have is, yeah, this is a jump jet. This one's quite pronounced as well. I think we'll just keep everything in here. I think I'll just move back in behind these other units here, and again just turn them around. So facing that way, deploy. Don't know why that one's undeployed. It's undamaged, but I'm not sure why it's not coloured in darkly others like the others are. Seeing more and more stuff. There's a Shadow Hawk now in this area. So we are surrounding them. The next one that we've got is a 696, so we can sort of move in again. I'll just keep them all sort of in around this particular zone. Turn. The more we can sort of move, the better off we should. Oh, there we go. There's a lumberjack. This is a 70 ton big mech in through here. Slow moving. The pilot there is a 5.6 pilot, so not great. We might try to get in behind this one and sort of smack this one around a little bit with our different mechs. This one here is also a jump jet unit, so we might head over here and deploy. I shouldn't have kept them so far apart, actually. All right, now that's all of. Do we have still doing now? We don't have deployment yet. We're going to have to wait for the next thing. So we have to survive with Charlie Lance while we sort of do this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we've got the 4 plus the Stinger from Bravo. With these ones in through here, I do actually have a. I'm just going to. I can go through all the different things, but I want to see where these end up. So with the wheelman in through here, this one we do have a lot of movement, but I'm not going to be doing anything with it. I have to choose one of them. I might get this one to run around the outside edge, actually. So let's just go and skip the units. We'll just go next unit until we get down to that other one. There we go, and we'll just move back into here. We can sort of see that we've got like fog of war in some of these different areas. Let's run to this one. Actually, we need to do. We don't want to do that as such. Just go back a bit here. It is still wanting to do these rolls in through here. I'm not sure why. I might just see how we go. Move. Need 6 piloting skill, cramped cockpit. So you must make the following skills checks on your movement. I'll just go yes. So they're moving in behind. We haven't really done a good job of supporting this one. They're just going to move their little units initially. I'm just going to go and move this one here, and again, just stay back a little bit. These haven't moved yet, so you can sort of see the red arrows. These have moved in a little bit here. Let's go to next unit. I can get behind their mechs once they move with these small mechs. Let's just get ready for the next round. In this case, move. Okay, we're okay. Yeah, they've got Phoenix in there as well. The Jenner's moved in. None of their mechs. This Lumberjack seems to have moved. Yeah, the Lumberjack has moved. These three haven't moved yet. Now, it sort of makes it interesting because if I do move in, I've got 3 left to go. This one here does have machine guns and medium lasers. All right, let's just keep on going. Next unit. Might move this one up and across. But the Jenner moving into there. The Jenner's already moved, so let's go and place this one in here and spin around. So this guy here, 35 ton. Do have the particle cannon. Actually, the particle cannon, I want to be at least 6 away. So let's get away with that one. So the particle cannon's if you switch the view, you can then sort of have a look to see what we end up getting with these particle cannons and things. Don't know if it'll tell us. Minimum is 3, short range is 6, yeah, medium is 7. It's not giving us the actual what we need, but we do want to be about medium range with this. So this one here is sort of where we want to sort of just keep that one a little bit. Well, if I move this one up, if I move that one there, I can still see all of these, and I've then got a particle cannon shot. So let's just go and do that, and then we'll just go and rotate around, move. And again, we've got to keep on making these piloting skill rolls. Here they come. Now that one's facing away from us, which is interesting. There's still 2 more to move. Unfortunately, because we lost the initiative, it's really not good. We've got these 2. That's all I've got left. And this one here, we've got the machine guns. Yeah, so we want to get in behind these different units with these. I'm going to take the risk here to try to sort of get in behind this particular one. And we'll just now go and rotate around just so we're facing this one here, the Vulcan. And we'll just see if we can do a little bit of damage. We're not going to be able to do much. Whoa, we just come in, there's a foot patrol there that we didn't even see, so they're going to be firing on us. Those are moving down. This guy here, I think we'll actually take the foot patrol on with this one here. Although there's still one more to move. This Phoenix. Others are coming down to take the allies on. I think I'll get rid of this foot platoon. Let's just move across. They're sort of facing the right way there. So we'll move. Now they all get into position. So they're attacking these. They've all gone down here. Good. So we made a good move by moving away from this kill zone. All right, now we go into the, this is the initiative. So we've got the movement phase. Actually, we've got, what are we up to now? This is just the movement report phase. So where's this WASP? Must make a piloting skill. It fails. So it takes 1 damage to internal structure of the right leg. There's 3 internal structures remaining. I Oh, damn it. So where's the wasp? This one's prone. Okay, that one's prone as well. Damn it. So we did actually fail our rolls. We failed our 2 rolls in through here. So you can be really unlucky. So the wasp is basically prone and out of the action. And so is the paper cut back through here. What happened here? Is that the stinger? Actually, where are we here? Stinger. Yeah, makes a piloting roll, takes 3 damage to the internal structure of the right leg. Critical hit, there's no effect. Takes 3 damage to the internal structure of the left leg. So the critical hit on the left leg roll is 10 at 2 locations. Critical hit on the foot and the upper leg. So we've fallen over and taken a bit of damage through here, which is just the way it's going, I guess. So anyway, these are going to struggle. This one here will be able to limp back up. So just by moving, we've actually we've lost nearly half our force. So yes, disaster here, yet yes it is. Yes it is. I think we'll have to just try to survive for a little while. Okay, so now we actually have the attacks. Doesn't really matter which order I do this one in. So I'm just going to go and attack this particular mech. So if I click on that as a target, this is not the melee phase, this is just the attack phase. So we've got a heat build up of 1 by the movement that we had. We've got a 42% chance to hit with the machine guns. So we'll just go and do these ones. They're not going to do much damage, only 2 damage, but we need to sort of try to wear this one down. If we can get behind it, there is weaker force on the back of this. This is a 40-ton mech with 80 armor. We'll just keep on just keep on firing on it. So we'll do the firing there, the machine gun, and then the medium laser as well is a 42%. So we'll just go and do all of that. This one here, I'm going to click on this one through here. So we can actually go and choose a target. So we've got the Hex 1502 contains the following targets. Which do you want to do? So we've got the APC or the foot platoon. What have we got in here? This one's just got no. This one's just infantry. I'm not sure which one would be more difficult to. You can look at details. Got machine guns. They're not going to do a hell of a lot of damage back against us. Might just get rid of these guys if we can. So we've got machine guns here, so we'll just go and attack again. So we'll just go and fire. Medium laser again as well. And that one as well. So we're just going to shoot them with machine guns. This one here, we do actually have the particle cannon, which will do, so I can actually hit the lumberjack. And there's only 8% chance of hitting this one at this stage. So, but we'll still go for that one, I think. I could go for that one there. That's 0%. It's only 3%. We'll give this one a go. We've already got 2 heat build up. This one's going to get the 10 heat up there, so I'm just going to go and I'll just fire on it. It takes us right to the very, very limits. The short range missiles, we are facing sort of like the rear of it, so there's a chance, but there's not really a chance to hit it. So I think I'll just skip that one. This is also going to then add more heat, so let's just click on done firing. All right, now, so this is the round 1 firing phase. SRMs, which one is that we're looking at? I don't think there's anything else we need to do. I mean, I've got nothing else I can actually go and yeah, this is prone, so I'm just going to go and skip firing there. And this one here also can't see anything, so just skip the firing. Okay, here we go. So we've got weapon attack phase. We've got different things are now illuminated. So it's illuminated by different searchlights, etc. We won't worry about the illumination at this point in time. It is sort of like the light is lowish. So we did turn all these things back on again, just so we're sort of dealing with those sorts of stuff. Open fire for the locust. So this one is going up against the machine gun. Machine gun at the Vulcan. So the Vulcan is this guy here. It's twisting around to try to get a shot on something. So we've got the machine gun on the Vulcan. Searchlight was destroyed from the Vulcan. So there's 2 armor remaining, and we did actually hit it on the where was it? On the rear the right rear torso, essentially. So using the rear table. So we're getting, like, if we can get in behind these guys, we can do these sorts of damage. Fired it again. We missed with the second one. The medium laser does actually get a glancing blow on this thing, and does 2 again on the same location. There's no armor remaining now on the back of its right torso, which is good. If we can just keep on in behind it, we can then keep on doing different bits and pieces. Our Stinger fires at the foot gun. We did actually hit it through there. We got burst damage in through that other side. Take 8 damage, and so the squad was killed. So we killed off the foot platoon. Destroyed by damage. Okay, medium laser. Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. They've already been destroyed. So then the weapons fire from the Phoenix. We won't worry so much about these. Yep, that's okay. We'll just look more for sort of the critical rolls here, because this is going to go on for quite some time. That's all okay. Again, they're firing at the Locust. So they did fire back this way. And so this is our 20-ton little mini mech, and so in this case this tank has fired on us. Did 5 damage. Misses. That's okay. All right, that's fine. SRM launcher heavy, so that's okay. This is weapons fire. This is why we want to get rid of these platoons, just because of the different things that they actually have. So the SRM went up against the Locust as well. It did actually miss. So that was a little bit tricky for it. So this group here used it and like an anti-tank guns against us. Done. Now we get to kick this thing. So we'll kick this one and we'll kick this one. So we'll go and kick. Now we've got the piloting skills here that we have is 3-5. So we've got reasonable. The piloting is 5, which is okay. Gunnery is better. Like we've got better at aiming. But let's just go and kick this particular unit. 58% chance to hit, which is good. So yep. So that's all. It's all good. We'll just go and kick, and we're going to kick it in the rear. This one here, we can kick this one. So we'll go and kick this one as well. This is a 58% chance again, and so hopefully we can. We're going to be up against the right-hand side of the vehicle. Love how detailed it is, and then we can actually hit, like, you know, the terrain, but we're just going to skip the attack here. And skip the attack. Okay, so we've got, so the first one is that we actually kicked the left leg of the Vulcan, and we did actually hit it. So in this case, it's hit. It takes 4 damage to the left leg. There's 6 armor remaining, so we actually did hit that one. This one here does hit also the armored personnel carrier. And so that with the pirate tank takes 4 damage to the right-hand side, needs 7 to destroy the searchlight, which we missed. And then we've got the chance for motor system damage was roll is 12. So major damage, vehicle is now immobile. So that's the vehicle is now stuck there. Piloting rolls, the Vulcan must take 1 piloting roll. It did succeed, so it was kicked, but it did retain its balance. So there's a chance we can actually push these things down. Okay, we really now need to win the initiative, if we can do it. So this is now the heat sink. We've sort of looked after everything we've got, so we're actually okay there. Just click on done. And here we go. So we've got the remaining is to deploy in round number 5. So we're not going to get a chance to do that one through there. This is round 2 now. Team run, we rolled a 4 again. Damn it. Initiative report phase. So we're last again, unfortunately. I think. Yep, okay, we'll just click on done. So, unfortunately, we get to move first, and this is a bad thing. Although the lumberjack there moved. So that one there is actually now moved into a position where it can't do much. So these are swarming into this other location. Nothing too much, there's not too much damage done just there just yet. I think we'll just go into, I can go into this particular location. If I just go across to one of the 2 prone units. Let's just waste some time with these. So I'm just going to try to stand up. So I'm just going to go and get up. And we do have to make a roll there. And I'm just going to try to then to spin around. Just so we're sort of looking over the top of this hill. We'll just move. So we need an 8. So it's a 5 basic base piloting skill, +1 because the left leg upper actuator was destroyed, +1 because the left foot actuator was destroyed, and we're going to cramp cockpit. So we'll see if we can actually roll an 8. This may not be worth it. There's a chance we're going to fall over again and just do more damage. I think I'm just going to stay where I am. So I'm just going to go and skip the movement. So we'll just go back and skip movement for this unit. I can turn so we're facing this way. So we'll just scramble around on the ground. Okay, so this is now immobile. I can almost just ignore this. But let's just keep on skipping forward. Now I've got so one prone one is gone. This one under here. And again, we're not going to be able to stand up. So if I try to get up, it's just not going to happen. I'll just stay where I am. But what I will do again is just try to turn around. So we're facing at least that way. It's interesting, this one's come back this other side. There's another unit there, different unit. Now, we've gone through the 2 prone ones. Let's just keep on skipping through now. So we'll just go into next unit. So Sev is saying, did you remember to tick the carefully stand up thing? Oh, no, I didn't. I should do that, actually. It's too late now for that one. I'll try to remember that for next. I keep on forgetting about that. I'm just going to stay where I am here. I'm in behind this little hill. So I've actually got a little bit of protection. I'm just going to go and skip movement with that unit as well. They're all moving up to put pressure in through here. Flytrap still hasn't moved, so he can move off. This guy still hasn't moved either. But this one here has. Let's just go to the next unit. It's a little bit tricky for this one at the back. I can get in behind, but I then have to do a whole lot of other things. What I think I'll do is I'm going to run Wheelman down. I mean, I do want to sort of just keep on focusing on these, to be honest. What have we got in this one? Both of these are short range. This one has moved. This is risky. It's going to get in behind us. If I move there, it's a big, big risk. I think I'll actually, yeah, I'll just go and just go next unit again. Which one are we looking at? I'm going to run this one around up the top here. No, this is going to be, that's not good. Not a good idea. Let's wait until we get initiative and let's just move into this location. We can still see this one above, across the top here. We've only got one medium laser, which is not really great, but we are protected, sort of. Actually, I'll just go back the other way. Went the wrong way there. Okay, move. Yeah, look at this, look at this. So that one actually managed to get off on the ground, like get going there. Yeah, this is it. This is it. So we need to get in behind this one or this one. It's 15. It takes it all the way. So focusing on this guy here. This is just an APC, heavy-wheeled APC. Got the immobile one there. We do actually have garrison there. If I stay on the same level as this, I can do a bit of damage. This is an elevation 2, and we're on level 2 there. Hang on, that's level 0. It's 2 up, so we're miles higher than this one. So still not going to be able to get a good kick in. I think we go back. Let's go and take this other one on here. And just start to kick this one. Now, some of these will be able to get shots on it, but will at least have moved. And there's still more. Oh, here they come now. They're coming back up to protect that unit. So we're being surrounded by these heavy hover APCs, and the other tanks are coming in to try to tackle this one. Hopefully they'll miss. Well, we're just going to keep on firing at this one now. So we'll just go in and fire with everything. So 83% chance with the machine guns and then the medium laser. This one here, I'm going to have to twist this way, and then we'll make this our target, and we'll fire with the machine guns. And so we're unfortunately hitting the front of this one, so we're not really doing too much. We do have a rear shot with the particle cannon against this particular one, and it's a 28% chance. I'll give it a go. Fire, and it will send us the short-range missiles in as well. We're up to 10. This will take us right up to the 13 that we have for our heat sink. Let's go and fire that one. This prone one can't really do anything, so we'll just go in and skip the firing there. This one also can't see anything, so just skip the firing down that way. Now, this is the firing report phase. So we've got all the searchlight information. Then we've got the weapons fire. So this is the going up against these. So there's no armor remaining left on one of these guys. This one here, I think, the javelin. Okay, it's still surviving though. Weapons fire from our little guy. So he's firing at the lumberjack. So we did actually did 2 damage. There's a lumberjack there, so it's still got this is a big unit, like it's actually 70 tons. So we're just going to do what damage we can. So still 12 armor remaining. This is on the left leg. Then we've got the torso, the right torso. Sorry, the left rear torso takes 2 damage as well. The searchlight was destroyed on that thing, and then we did the medium damage, medium laser damage there as well. There's only one remaining on the center, on the rear center torso. So this is actually, if we can crack into that one a few times, we're going to start to do some big damage. Now they're going up against our Stinger. This is this unit back up through here. It did actually hit on the rear table, and so our searchlight was destroyed, and we've got no armor remaining. So again, this is dangerous for us. We may have to try to get out of here. Wait for Alpha Team to get back into the fight. So we've got the Shadow Hawk. Yep, that's missed in through there. They're firing against these guys. There was a hit. That's okay. The Stinger. This is firing against the Vulcan back down this other side. This is interesting. Looks like we've done a big hit here somewhere. So we've got the, but not with. I wouldn't have thought with the Stinger. So we've rotated around. We're firing it with this laser. It's just a glancing blow, and so the right leg. There's still 8 armor remaining through there. We missed with everything else. Nothing else to worry about through there. Then we've got the weapons fire for the Vulcan against us, and luckily it missed all 3. And I don't think it can. It may be able to punch us, but it certainly can't kick us because of the change of of distance. Here we go. We've got the weapons fire, the particle cannon. So this is actually great. This is the best hit of the round, I think. So the particle cannon does fire at this one. We've got using the rear table. So we've got the rear left torso. Takes 10 damage to the left rear torso. The armor is destroyed, and 4 internal structures are remaining. The critical hits in through here, I can't actually sort of show the information, but I should actually show one of the way this one does work. But essentially, the whatever's at the different locations will actually then be sort of like randomly rolled. And so we've got a critical hit on the left torso, one location. So the machine gun ammo actually did take the like we actually hit an ammo bin, which is great, and it sort of by hitting the machine gun ammo, it explodes and does 398 damage. So this is massive. This has basically destroyed this mech. So the pilot takes 2 damage, so 2 total hits. It needs a 3 to stay conscious, rolls a 7, so it's successful. And then for the first hit, and then the second hit needs to roll a 5. So the pilot is still actually active. And so, and then we've got the Vulcan suffers catastrophic damage, but the auto eject system was engaged. So the pilot has abandoned that particular one. So this is awesome. Must make a piloting skill roll. So it's so it needs 11. It fails. So in this case, takes 3 damage. So 5 total hits. So 1 more and it's killed. So in this case, was successful. So managed to stay conscious. Needs to roll a 10. Rolls a 7. Blacks out, but he did eject safely. The Vulcan again. So they destroyed by ejection. So this whole thing has been destroyed. So the Vulcan takes 398 damage to the left torso, section destroyed, limb blown off. Unfortunately, what's going to happen here is this is going to mean that we're not going to be able to salvage a hell of a lot because of the explosion. I'm assuming we're going to win this whole engagement because we want to get as much salvage as we can. So limb blown off. Takes even more damage. So section destroyed on the center torso. So this thing has been completely obliterated just with that one particle cannon shot. Okay, then we did actually try to hit it with the short range missiles, but that particle cannon did all of that damage. So that was everything happened there just from that one shot with the particle cannon. So by not moving and having the particle cannon, it was only a 28% chance we're going to get a hit, but we did get it. It's now firing at our guys. Misses. Does get 1 hit on the Locust. Is that the Locust? Yeah. So we need to be careful here. This is they've taken 2 damage to the right arm, 2 armor remaining. So we're still actually okay by the looks of things. Weapons fire. Misses. Sorry, this is against the guys down the bottom there. This is the Jenner. Does fire at this particular one. Yep. So minor damage to the driving skills. Medium damage in through there. There's a lot of armor remaining on this big tank. The weapons fire back in through here. We've got this one is firing at the Locust again. I think that is the heavy hover APC. This one here. Was the other one the J. Edgar? Shadow Hawk. Yeah, that was a J. Edgar, the other one, the light tank. So this one here is misses, but then does actually hit with a machine gun. And so it didn't destroy the searchlight, but it did it on their center torso. It wasn't the rear table. So in this case, we did actually, so we've still got 9 armor remaining from the front. Weapons fire against the Stinger, misses, lucky. So this is the Stinger again is living a bit of a charmed life. This was the Lumberjack, which was destroyed, I think, or is that the different one? No, this one here. This one's attacking us. But we're in behind. Even if it hits us, there's a chance it's going to hit the hill anyway. So the reason I went there was to try to get a bit of protection. We're lucky we got this destroyed because that's now going to allow us to focus on other smaller groups. Bit by bit. Weapons fire for the MekHQ, heavy tank going up against the others down the bottom through here, missing a lot. So these guys are surviving fairly well with everything that's going on, our allies. I don't care much about the allies, to be honest, but anyway. Weapons fire, motorised platoon, misses the, this is the Locust, luckily. This one is firing against the medium tank, did a bit of damage there as well. That's it, so that's everything there. We do actually have now, we're now going to be able to kick this thing from behind, and hopefully, we can. They have to then do a piloting skill roll, and the thing about this one is you can see there that this is Daguta Capadan is the actual pilot's name here. And so this one here has got gunnery of 5 and a piloting of 6. So we are better at what they do, like at these sorts of things, which means that their roll, when we kick them, if we can connect with our kick, it's going to cause more angst for them. So it's going to, they have to then roll to try to stay upright, and hopefully they fall over. So we'll just go and click on done. This is the firing report. Now we go into the melee, the physical attack. These can't do a physical attack, but this one here, our first one, yeah, there's the explosion there. The pilot is immobile. We'll just go and kick this one. So we can't punch with this particular mech. All we can do is kick. Oh, I should show. Let's go and switch the view. This is this probably would be useful to have a bit of a look at this, I guess. I'll just try to keep it fairly small in here. Just so we've actually got it here now, I guess. We can sort of see the damage that's been done to our mech. And so this is the front armour. We've got the rear armour through here again as well. And then we've got the internal structures. So once we break through, this is the right torso, left torso, and then the critical hit from behind. And then we've got the right torso, left torso, centre torso in through there, the head, the arms, the legs. And so these have got armour. And we can see down through here that our right side has now taken a bit of damage, probably from the J. Edgar, I'd guess. And so so we've got that one through there. We've got no heat on this particular mech, and we've got no damage on the internals. So having a look at this one here, we're still pretty good. So we can only see these on our own mechs when we're sort of going to be doing anything. But when we've attacked this other one, you can see there's a lot less armour on the back than the front, and so we managed to hit this one in the left torso. I think it was the left rear torso on this one, which then blew up the machine. It had machine guns in the side, and if we go into each location, if I go into for example, the left torso in here, we don't have anything in our left torso. Right, I'll just move this across so we can see a little bit more. This is the right arm. Our right arm consists of a machine gun, the upper arm and the shoulder. The upper arm and the shoulder are just part of the arm, but we've actually got an attached machine gun in our right arm. Our left arm has got also a machine gun. The right leg has got 2 heat sinks. Actually, didn't realise this the other day, but heat sinks in the feet are the best place, because so you can actually get them. If you're standing in water, it gets more heat away from your mech. So again, we've got the hip, the foot, the lower legs. So the ones we've got troubles with will have these same sort of problems. Now, when you get a critical hit, it will then roll a 1 in 6 chance to see which one is actually affected. And so when we have a look at the mechs like when we go back to the other side, we'll have a look at in a bit more detail at that one through there. You can see there the centre torso. There's our machine gun ammunition, so it's about a 1 in 10 chance or thereabouts to actually get that one. The head has also then got sensors, life support, standard cockpit, blah blah blah, in through this other side as well. So again, different sorts of things. So they've got the engine, the gyro. So we've got one medium laser in the middle there with the ammo. So the ammo, if the ammo blows up, it's basically the end of the story, which is what happened over here. Okay, so that's I'll just keep that one there, but we'll just go and kick this lumberjack unit. We can sort of see a little bit about what's going on. There's been no real damage done to this one at all. Like it's taken 9 armor damage. So let's just go and kick this thing. On the right arm, sorry, the right legs, it's going to have like a fair bit of. We're not going to do much damage here. 91% chance to hit, and this is because we didn't go into sprint mode. We only went into walk mode. So the attacker walked. It's +0 because dawn or dusk. Damage 4 using the rear kick table. So this is, we'll just go kick. This is going to hardly do any damage to it, but it may cause some issues. Again, I'm just going to skip these attacks because it's saying we can attack these trees to get rid of the trees, and this one as well. Skip that attack. Actually, I should have shown that one there. It's the damage that went on. This one has taken a bit of damage. So this is now the physical attacks. They missed that one there. Physical attacks for our locust. So over through here. Wow, look at this. Here we go. So we're actually, this is good for us again as well. Getting some lucky rolls in here. So we've kicked the locust. The locust kicks the lumberjack. And we kicked it in the left leg using the rear kick table. So we've actually got, but we did actually we kicked it in the right leg, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter whether it's only these that are affected by the rear table. So the lumberjack is hit, takes 4 damage. So there's still 10 armor remaining on its leg itself. And that's all we have to worry about through there. That then just goes back through. Shadow Hawks, these are sort of trying to kick these different things as well. Critical hit on the right leg, but no, there was armor was destroyed. So our allies are taking a bit of a beating in through here. They're also pushing things around, but the interesting thing is going to be the piloting rolls at the bottom here. So the Phoenix must make 2 piloting skill rolls because it missed a kick and was kicked. So it succeeded in both. The Lumberjack, this guy here, must take 1 piloting skill roll because he was kicked. And so this is actually where we're going to end up doing fairly well because their piloting skills are so poor. The base target is 6, and so this is the base piloting skill level. And because they're green or ultra green pilots, mech warriors, they struggle with this. So they needed a 6 to succeed, and they rolled a 5. So with the 2 dice, they'd rolled a 4 and a 1. So there's what essentially would be like a 1 in 3, 1 in 4 chance of falling over. This one does fall down and suffers 5 damage. So it suffered 5 damage to its right leg, and still got the 5 armor remaining. Because it fell, it then needs to try to avoid damage. Must roll a 6 to avoid damage. It rolled a 5, and so it took damage. So the pilot has now been damaged as well. The pilot takes 1 damage, and so when they first roll, you just need a 3 to stay conscious, so it stays conscious. And so then it's got it's got another roll. I don't know what the PSR. Sorry, this is a Ice Machine Mech failed a PSR, so I'm not sure what that is. Must make 1 pilot skill roll. Yeah, blah blah blah. Rolled a 6. It needed a 6 and rolled a 6 with the 2 dice. So we can sort of see again it's rolled a 5 and a 1 there. So he succeeded, but it's actually prone on the ground, but not damaged. It didn't really damage itself all that much. Like our 2 mechs that are prone, they're useless now, basically. So we're not going to keep on trying to stand up. Rolling an 8, it's a bit more than 50-50, and there's no real need for us to do that one. There we go. So Casno is saying internal combustion engines, ICE, are more prone to damage. Okay, thank you. Is it a hot or cold desert? It should be hot. 24 degrees, I think. Let me have a look. Control P. 24 degrees Celsius. So that's hottish. Control P. We haven't used our jump jets yet, but we don't have any really on these little mechs. Should we do on this one? I think. Do we? No, we don't. We just got running around movement with that one there. Okay, well that was a big round for us. That was great. So that's the physical report phase. Now we go into the end of report with the heat build up. So we've got the end of phase. The lumberjack needs to avoid critical damage due to falling 1 level. Roll is a 9. So there was a critical hit to the dumper and then onto the cargo. So that's still taking a bit of damage there. No, there's not much damage though. So it's but this is interesting. So we'll hopefully we win the next. We want to win this initiative, and we've had pretty bad luck so far. This is now round 3. We rolled a 10. That's awesome. Rolls a 12. Damn it. On the command mech, a 7 and a 2. Yeah, unfortunately, their mech's 1. They've got a command mech there. They're getting a +1 roll there. They're rolling an 11 anyway. So overall, so we've got these ones coming back in. We've got these ones coming back in on round 6. So round 5, we get alpha. If we just need to Probably survive now more than anything. This guy will try to stand up, and he'll have to do more rolls. I don't think I want to stay here with all of these tanks around me, so I probably want to get away from this one now. Team 2 units, yeah, 1 light damage. That's okay. 2 heavy damage. Yep, that's what we've got at this stage. Okay, that's all fine. I'll just click on done. And so as we come through the actual different units, I'm just going to leave this one now. We should still have a reasonable time to be able to do this, but I think that all of their mechs are going to be moving last, basically. So I'm just going to go to next unit. Let's keep on skipping around these. This one here, we've got no armor left on the rear right torso, but we do actually have everything else is pretty good. So we want to make sure that we don't get attacked from behind anymore. There's the pilot, which is crippled and basically almost dead. 5 hits, 6 hits, and you're dead. Just go to next unit. This guy here, I'm actually liking where this one's been. Like, it's actually nice having him where he is. We may leave him there, but let's have a look at these other guys. So we've got like a whole lot of, I don't know why that's doing that, but anyway, this one here, the right leg has been basically destroyed. So left leg has also taken some internal damage from the right leg doing its stuff. So in this case, I'm just going to go and skip movement there. That just gets one of our guys out of the way. All right, we'll just go and next unit, next unit, next unit. And this one here as well. we've got all the armor. The head has taken a little bit of damage to the armor, but we've actually taken critical damage into here. If we go look at the left leg, we'll sort of see there that we've got the foot and the upper leg have actually taken damage from when it did fall over, and the the right leg is the same sort of deal. Actually, this one here is actually operational, but it rolls randomly to see which slot gets hit, essentially, for when there's some sort of critical hit. The head is actually still okay with everything that's sort of going on, but I don't want to try to stand up. We could try. Now there was the get up carefully, but I'm not sure how we do that. Let's just go and switch the view back again. If I can stand up, I will, so I can stand there. More. To get up. I wonder how we do this. Okay, so it's a weird thing that happens when you're running low. Oh, okay, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that's sort of where we end up going. It's got heavy damage on this guy. I'm not sure how I tell it to stand up. Carefully, I've got get up. But careful stand is a game option. Oh, okay. In that case, game options. Basic options. It would be maybe under advanced combat. Actually, I'll just search. Don't know if I can do this one now. So if we go into stand, careful. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can't do it yet. I've got to do that at the start. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. So it's actually something we should be doing. It's good to know. Thank you, guys. I'll try to remember to do that when we finish this. All right, so we're going to skip movement there. So they're moving up. You've got 4 platoons up this way. I'll just next unit, and then I'm just gonna keep where I am here. I should still have a good shot on something, so we'll just go into skip movement. It's now moved away, and this one did stand up and managed to get to this position here. I don't really want to have to deal with Well, this lumberjack, I mean, I would love to kick it again. Let's just go to the next. This one here, I can sort of, have I got jump jets? Yeah, I've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually jump jet into there. It's going to unfortunately allow me, like the right, if they get rear shots, I'm screwed. That one still can move as well, but these can all move. Look, I think I'm just going to avoid that. So let's just go across here. Let's go and pick up this pilot. If I do move to there, yeah, they can't see me. Only this one can see me. So we'll go and pick up the pilot. Just go and turn that one into there. All right, that's done. And there's still one more shadow. The Shadow Hawk down here can still move. And now I think I can actually just move in behind this one again, have another kick at this guy, because there's not much else that's left to move. They've all moved. They're all going after the Jenner. That one's actually okay. Prone there. It's only this one here hasn't moved, and the Shadow Hawk. That's a 4-6, isn't it? No, this is a 5-8-3. So it can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can sort of get him. No, I can't quite get behind me. So I think I'm just going to move into here, and then we'll just, so we're moving. So it's going 1, 2, 3 into there, and then we come back 4, 5. So we're just moving, we're just walking. And this APC is going to try to get another shot on us if it can, and this one's taking the on fly trap. Okay, so the lumberjack must make a piloting skill roll. It needed a 6 and rolled a 10, so it did actually make it. But the more we can force this thing to keep on making piloting skill rolls, the better off we're going to be. Snuffy McGee saying, I've downloaded this but not really messed with it. How does the campaign work? It's brilliant, really, what it does do. It really is amazing. I'm just going to fire at this guy, so we're just going to keep on firing again at the rear of this thing. So the rear torso, we haven't done really a lot. This one's a big unit, so we'll just keep on sort of firing with everything we've got. This one here, it's a pilot's immobile, not us. Just going to fire at this guy, which is out of range, except for the medium laser. So I only got an 8% chance here, but I might as well still go for it. So we'll just go and fire. And the particle cannon should be able to hit the lumberjack as well. So that's done. Done firing with that unit. This one's taking a lot of heat, this Jenner. Particle cannon. 42% chance to hit this one because it hasn't moved very far. And that'll do us. We'll give that a crack. That'll do. Done firing. Here we are being targeted from long distance. This is interesting, and also from this this guy here. Okay, this one here can't really do anything, so I'm just going to skip the firing. We can set these up ultimately. We don't have any long range missiles or anything, so let's skip the firing there. All right, so this is the report phase. So missing. This one fires, misses. This is us. We did actually hit. So we hit it on the left leg again. So we're much smaller than this thing. We're only 20 tons. This one's 70 tons. So we're just sort of peppering away. We missed there with the other machine gun, but we did actually hit it again with the in the head. So with our laser. So medium laser using the rear table. Takes 5 damage to the head. And the pilot, because we got a headshot, took 1 damage. And it did actually, so again, it's taking damage here. That's the second damage that it's taken. It needs a 5 to now stay conscious, roll to 9, so it is successful, which is interesting. That one we don't worry about. That's actually good. It's doing some damage to the tanks. This one here, I'm looking at the ones mainly, this one's a critical hit on the engine, so the Jenner is actually now in a lot of trouble. So all of these small units going up against them is going to cause a lot of problems for them. This one's attacking the others, won't worry about those. So I'm looking for the ones that attack us. Here we go, the Panther. Actually, we did get a hit here. So we actually got the hit with hitting the front of this thing with the particle cannon. And so it actually did hit the Lumberjack in the left torso. So it takes 10 damage in through there. There's still 3 armor remaining. The weapons fire for this one here misses us, which is good. And then here we did actually get a hit. This one did fire at us again with the Locust back over here. So this is coming from the Hover APC. This one does actually have a needs an 8, rolls a 10. So there was missile hits, 1 armor remaining on our right leg. Searchlight was destroyed, 7 armor remaining on the center torso, and then the right torso 6 armor remaining. So our leg is starting to get a little bit weak. Here you can see the yellow is sort of now starting to show. Then we've got machine gun hits again as well. Left arm, 3 armor remaining. We might have to run away from this now. And then we take 1 damage to the center torso, 6 armor remaining. So nothing critical yet, but now might be the time to get out of this fight. Medium laser. Yep, so hits in through there. So we're not doing too much with the fights. Like they're winning. The pirates are winning the fights in the bottom here, but we're doing okay up the top. Weapons fire for the Lumberjack. We're going to have to run away from this. Now they've gone against us here. This group, this motorized platoon, has where are they? There. They've actually attacked the Locust. So they're seeing us this because we're in behind and peppering this this unit. There's a lot going on here. Weapons fire for the Manticore against the Locust misses. It did actually it got a hit on us though, glancing blow. Yeah, so this is a right torso, center torso. I'm going to have to get away from this. Misses in through there. Okay, that's done. Then we've got the physical phase, so we'll kick this thing yet again, and hopefully get a hit and get it to fall over. 91% chance in through here, so we'll just go and click on yes. This one here I can actually, I can just skip the attack here actually. I'll just go and skip that one. And this one here again, I'm just going to skip that one. Skip. All right, here we go. Physical attacks for the Jenner. Did actually hit this one, and it did some damage for us. We did actually get the on the left leg. It takes 4 damage, but there's still 6 remaining. But again, it has to. Did it fall over? No, it didn't fall over this time. So it's still up and running, unfortunately. Physical attacks in through here again. That's now hit the trebuchet. Yep, that's okay. And the piloting skill rolls, they both succeed. The Lumberjack only just survived that one. Done. Now, one more turn, I think we get our units. So next phase, heats all okay. The Jenner is overheating. Everything else is fine. Now, piloting rolls. The Lumberjack fell. Here we go. So this is the piloting skill rolls at the end of the round. End of phase. So pilot op 4 needs 11 to wake up. Rolls 11 was successful. This one has actually woken up, but we should pick it up. The Lumberjack needs to avoid critical damage due to being hit by a physical attack. So critical hit on the right leg, so in one location, and so it was hit on the lower leg. Piloting rolls, the Lumberjack must take 1 piloting skill rolls for the actuator, and it falls over. Falls on its right side and takes 5 damage, the right arm, so 7 armor remaining. And the pilot must roll a 7 to avoid damage and does succeed. So unfortunately we didn't do any more damage, but this is good. We've actually now got this thing down, the Lumberjack. Must make 1 piloting skill rolls, and it did fall there. So this one here, on the engine. So what was that ICE again? That was the internal combustion engine. So the internal must make 1 piloting skill roll, failed, and so this one here, the piloting needs a 6 roll to 4, and so the engine stalled. And so I think was that SD or immobile, whichever one of those, and And so pilot Yang Li Wei has been picked up by the Stinger, by us over here. So we've actually now captured a mech warrior. So a lot going on at this point in time. This is round 3. We've still got 2 rounds before we get our relief team in. So now we're at the initiative report phase again. So we rolled a 4. So again, we're pretty terrible. I think it's time for us to run away now. Particularly, what did they roll? They rolled a 10. Yeah, this is not good for us. Yeah, that's okay. We'll just click on done. Okay, so this is now the movement phase, and look, in reality, I'm gonna pepper this one from long distance, and I need to get away from here. So I'm going to go and run a distance, but I'll do that one last, just so that they don't know where I'm going to be going. So I'm just going to go into next unit, and we'll just go skip movement there. Next unit, and skip that movement. I'll skip movement here as well. I can still get a shot on this thing. I might as well. I think it's going to keep on trying to stand up, and it won't be able to do anything. It can still fire though. So I'm just going to skip movement here as well. By not moving, we do get better options to do things. Now the Jenner is sort of stuck in here. It did try to move away. Now, so the Jenner has got to there, but it's badly injured. Its engine is basically gone. I've got the J. Edgar there. If I move into these locations, we don't have to worry about that one there. We can fight from behind the hill, and these guys are still peppering away there. They're not going to be able to get back up and fight us. The motorized platoon, we could actually just go and deal with this one. This one still hasn't moved yet. That one has. The Manticore has. The J. Edgar hasn't moved, and this one hasn't moved either. So that one's immobile anyway. So we want to get within a couple of these different locations. Now we're slightly above this one. This one is actually still able to do things. If I go to there, I think the J. Edgar is going to have a little bit of. It's a foot platoon. The J. Edgar has got movement of. It's not yet moved. Yeah, it's got high movement, so it can pretty much move wherever it likes. This motorized platoon. Oh, hang on, wrong one. Actually, I might as well move to there. Let's go and do this. Although these will then follow me through. Yeah, maybe I won't do that. Let's just go and go to the next unit. I'll move that one there. That's when we have to make another roll. If I come back and into there, I don't have to make the roll. Let's do that for starters. Yep, so this one's now come back down. Now the J. Edgar is. I think I'll now take the this one up to here. Actually, no, this one can still get an attack. I'm tempted to just have a go at it. This thing can still move as well. Yeah, no, I need to move away from here. It's going to be a little bit dangerous for us. It would be nice to just get a couple of hits on things. This one can still move as well. Okay. So balancing. I remember heads were really hard to hit in MechWarrior 4, and almost always hit in the stray missiles in the BattleTech game. How are the heads here? They're well, it's on the official BattleTech table rolls, and I do have that in one of the books, but it's it'll be whatever that is, which is not, you don't see too many headshots unless you start aiming for it. If they're prone, I could aim for that one if it was prone. Aim for the head if I wanted to. But just in general, it's a rear attack. You've got a better chance, I think, of hitting it, which we did do. The J. Edgar, if I move up to there, then twist around. Let's go for that and just sort of see how we go. Just move 12. It's gone down to help the others. That's good. Javelin's injured. Once Alpha team gets here, we're going to be in a good position here. Okay, so we have this is now an aimed shot. So we can actually so this is where we can actually go and hit certain things. So what have we got through here? We've got a this one is the lumberjack is prone, so we can aim for the head, but I don't have the range. The medium laser I could. Yeah, still not a it's not in the arc. We'll twist the arc around. Now it's in the arc. So it's now if we go and go back to medium laser, it's only a 3% chance to hit. I'm going to twist back again, and so choosing the target here. I do actually have the infantry, and I have the hover tank. It's undamaged. I'm going to go and smack this one if I can. So we're hitting it from above. So we will actually hit this one, and we'll just go and fire it with everything. Now that one's firing. Everyone's firing at this lumberjack. Okay, this one here. Now we've got the team here. How do they move on top of me like this? Machine gun. All right, I'm just going to fire at this thing, I think. This is long range for the machine gun. What about the laser? Laser 17%. I'll go for that. And I won't worry about the machine guns. Yeah, there's no real chance. Aimed shot. So we now actually have with the particle cannon. I can now try to hit this thing. It's only a 3% chance to hit it. I'm going to not aim. I've got an 83% chance to just hit it somewhere. So it's, which I think I'll just go and do that. Although this thing is, I sort of want to try to keep that one where that is. 17% chance there. This is the motorized infantry platoon, 28% chance there. But let's go against this tank. Okay, done firing. All right. Nothing else it can do. So these infantry are tackling us. All right, so what did we get here? This is the firing report phase. So the Locust misses everything at the J. Edgar, which is a shame. The Stinger misses as well. Everything's missing. This one did get a hit on the Shadowhawk, but not much of one. Critical hit. That's actually good. So that was a good, no result there, but may make the pilot roll something. We've got the particle cannon, hits the pirate tank, and it destroyed the. There's still 3 armor remaining on the right hand side. That's all okay. All right, let's just go down to the pilot rolls. We've got this one here firing at the trebuchet. Okay, limb blown off, right leg. So this guy will now be prone. And And we need to sort of get into a position now where we can sort of protect ourselves for a bit. Okay, the lumberjack. Yep, that's okay. It's just the lumberjack did actually limb blown off. The right leg was blown off here, so he's not going to get up again. So I think that he is in trouble. This one here, right, this platoon is hitting the trebuchet. Hits us. There was a. This is not good for us. I've got way too close with this. So we took a lot of damage from that group there. They did a lot of damage to us. The trebuchet, piling skill rolls. So that one it failed its roll. Falls on its front. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Trebuchet was the only one that had to do a skill roll. Done. Okay, so we're now going to go and hit this one. We can kick these guys, so let's go and do that. Give it a go. Hopefully we don't fall over. Skip that attack. Skip that attack. We must be too high up to be able to kick with the other one. Physical attack, we did miss. And we're prone. Damn it, we fell over. That's not good. Over 28, but I shouldn't have kicked him. Anyway, piling rolls. Yeah, we needed a 7, rolled a 4, so we fall over. These aren't good. Rolled a 7, succeeds, so at least it's safe there. This one stays conscious, but does take a bit of damage. All right, done. So this is now that was the end of report for 4. So we should get our units now. Now it's the initiative report. So we roll we roll the 4 again. Damn it! We do actually have the command mech. Team 1 rolls an 11 overall because we've now got Alpha team in. We've now got the A team has arrived. So and there's still a whole lot of other groups coming in from the Lothian League as well. So our guys have this one here is a problem. Okay, we've got different things that have come back through here. That's all okay. Yep, that's all okay. Just click on done. All right, so bringing these in. Now, do we help out up in here or do we smack these? And I think we smack these, actually. I think we just go for these guys now and sort of try to, I need to get into here to protect this group. So it's going to be depending on what they have. These have got long-range missiles, medium lasers. These aren't massive, so it's mainly the medium lasers here. So this is good gunnery, regional piloting. It's not fantastic, but we will be able to surround these units now. We've got a lot of tanks and things up this way. And we do have the initiative roll. All right, let's medium laser. Where should we pop this? You know, I might just leave it up through here. We'll just turn these around. And we'll get the ones that are sort of more grunty. So this is a stalker, long range. This is a long range weapon. We just want to be able to look at on top of the battlefield. So we'll place that one here. Okay, deploy. Next one is got large lasers, medium lasers. This one is piloting. The gunnery and piloting is not fantastic here, but this one I think we'll actually send down to tackle these. The Shadow Hawk and the Phoenix Hawk, along with the heavy APC. Good movement with this one as well. I'll leave that one there. So we've got these involved. This one here, of again, large lasers, medium lasers, 60-ton mech. So stay on the same level as this one and just wait for it to see where it ends up going. See the size differential now is quite pronounced. Medium lasers, short range. So this one is a this one should be a smaller one. This one's got the jump jets. Really want to have those in around these guys as well. So I'll just position this one back over here. It's not fantastic with what it can do, but this is our best. This is the Wolverine, which does allow us to, this one will allow us to get in behind other mechs. So we'll deploy that one. And then we've got the Viper, which is does a lot of, this has got a lot of damage and stuff that it can then go and do, probably at medium range more than anything. So I'm thinking I've got two up there, which is actually going to be, that's going to be fine. Let's get the Viper in over here maybe, and just turn that one around. Deploy. Okay, so now it's movement phase. I'm going to keep these with their, I'm just going to keep them not moved in up through here, I think. So we'll just leave them where they are. So we'll just go and skip the movement. I can go all the way through actually. Well, let's go and we need to have a look at this guy through here. Just go to the next unit. I think we can skip through the whole lot. Yeah, these in here. Come back to all of these alpha guys. This one here, if I try to stand up, what's that going to do? And then I want to move away. I'm going to have to try this. I won't do that last one. Need a 7. It's 50-50. It's a bit better than 50-50. Come on, you can do it. No, didn't make it. Rolls a 5 and falls over, suffering 1 damage. So we're sort of, yeah, that's not good. Left, yeah, 2 armor remaining. Critical hit on the left. Yeah, this is not good. Whenever you struggle getting up, I shouldn't have kicked them. That was stupid. So anyway, that one's done. All right, so the next thing is next unit. Oh, I can keep on. I'm just going to skip movement now. Okay, and I'm just going to leave these without moving as well. So I'll skip movement there. Become a bit of a target, but that's okay. The now this guy here with the J. Edgar down below, this is the Locust, which was doing a good job here. Now we have to start to do skill rolls there. Yep, that's too much. Okay, we don't have any skill rolls there. If we twist, yep, that's okay. I need to put some pressure down this way, but hang on, I've got these as well. I think I'll just go next unit. This one here, actually, that one there, we've still a movement phase. I thought I did that one with, I thought I'd already done that one as a skip movement. Next unit. These haven't really moved. I'm going to skip movement here. It's been in a good position in behind that hill. Okay, there's a unit that's now hiding down there, which we can't see. So next unit. I need these guys to move. So I've got still got all of those down the bottom there. Oh, these here. I'll just go skip movement there. Okay, so it's protecting itself in the bottom of the location. So it's sort of got its back to the wall. Next unit. I'll just go to our prone units and skip that movement as well. Now the J. Edgar has moved over to there. There was a unit that moved up this way somewhere. I don't think I need to have this one too much more involved. Like, it's already taken a lot of damage. Let's just start to move it out of the way. Like, it's like these are now sort of, it's done its job. And if I just twist it, move that across. Here we go. Here we go. So now we've got the shadow hawk here is has taken some damage to different things. So it's got 113 armor left over. It is a how big a mech is it? Can move a long way, but we'll be wanting to hit these pretty hard. Now I want to get in behind this mech. This one here's got the large lasers, which are more sort of medium. I'm almost better off. This one's prone. This heavy is just right in here. I should be able to focus very heavily on either one of these. I'm just going to stay where I am here, and I think I'll just rotate. 2, 3. It's sort of ideal for the medium lasers. Well, if I just move to there. Let's do that one to start with. And these are sort of getting ready for different things. So now we've got this one here with the large lasers. I want to get one of these. This one here, piloting is not fantastic. I'm just going to stay where I am and just turn around. This one here, this is our best. And so we can do some tricky things with this. And I've got medium laser. This one is really designed for hitting these sorts of units. So let's just go in behind this one and do whatever damage we possibly can do. So we'll just go into move. And this one here, I'm just going to keep that one where that is. So skip movement with all those lasers. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is the movement phase. The Stinger did fall over. We saw that before. Yep, that's okay. Done. Now, this thing has moved up. We've got medium lasers. We've got LRMs as well. I do want to kick this one. Got a 32% chance to hit that one. I need to get rid of these guys to just stop them from attacking this thing. So I'm going to fire. Medium laser as well has got 0% chance. Let's just go back to this one now. We'll fire with the lasers here. Let's go yes, that's okay. And that one there, right torso. Why is that not kicking in? We've got LRMs. Oh, that's rear facing. All right, nothing to do there, so we're just done firing with that one. Okay, the machine guns can't hit anything, but the medium laser can. 42%, fire with that one. Done firing. Now we can hit the J. Edgar with all of that. So I think I'll actually just twist and then fire at this one. So medium laser, fire, fire. The LRMs, it's only 17% chance there. I'll ignore that one. And this is rear facing as well. We can't do anything there. That's okay. I do have a slight chance of getting it, but I think I'll just be done firing there. Okay, then back down this way. We've got the firing at this one. So we'll go and hit this Shadow Hawk, because we're going to be able to smack this one around a bit, I think. This one's prone now. So we've got the large laser, 28%. I'll still fire at these. Medium, actually, they might stop that one. I'll just twist. Then twist back again. And just do the medium lasers at this one. And that one there's a 3%. I'll shoot one of these mediums. Done firing. And same here again as well. I've only got 10 heat sinks here. But the mediums there, 42s. Already over. So we're up to 15 here. There's 5 over. I'll keep it going. Yeah, there's the heat sinks on this one are terrible. We might have to redesign this one. Okay. Do you have the machine gun? Can't really do anything there. Let's see if we can target these this squad. Yeah, nothing there. Skip firing. And skip firing there as well. All right, now we've got the we've got short range missiles, medium laser. So we're just going to go for this one here. This one here only adds 1 heat. We've got 12 that we can actually sort of use here. So we will fire. SRMs 58%. We'll fire with those as well, and then the medium laser 72%. We'll fire with that. This one here, I'm thinking that we'll be able to kick this thing to pieces, so I'm just going to go and fire at this one. Actually, I've got this one, this tank, 28%, 42%. We'll go this way. And we've got 17 heat sinks, so we can do a fair few of these. Actually, what are these going to do? 8 heat. Go 8 over. I'll still take it just to try to get the damage done. It's down. All right, it's got the weapon attack phases in through here. So these are all prone. I'm not sort of seeing anything much really happening back and through this other side. Again, we'll just look at the criticals. We miss. We did hit the platoon though. 2 damage, 22 men alive still. This one does hit the dragon. Again, nothing much really there. The searchlight destroyed. The locust fires and does hit. Damage doubled. So there's only did 2. Okay, this one here we hit the J. Edgar and did a bit of damage to its armor. Shadow Hawk misses. The Ostrock does get a hit on the Shadow Hawk. The armor is destroyed on the, and so the critical hit on the right leg. Roll a 6, no effect though, so there's nothing in that part of the leg. This is the J. Edgar is moving. It does actually get a hit. Nothing much really there against the dragon. The Rifleman does get a hit on the Shadowhawk, taking 5 damage, so nothing much. Nothing much in through there. Okay, then we've got the Panther. Attacks the motorised platoon. So we did do the damage in through here. There's 18 men left alive here. This is the one that's harassing us. Weapons fire for the Manticore heavy tank against the Stinger. And so this is the one that's on the ground and luckily missed. This one is the foot platoon against the Trebuchet back over here somewhere. So they're swarming all over this mech, which isn't good. Weapons fire from the Wolverine. And we're going up against the Phoenix. So the Wolverine is this one against the Phoenix in through here. We did a hit. We got a critical hit on the right torso, and so the heat sink in the engine, which is good. So this thing is going to be. This thing's already gone from no damage to a lot of damage. Misses and then hits again. Now we've got very high gunnery skills here. Left leg. That's going to be okay. We're going to kick that. We're going to kick this thing to pieces in the next phase. Leg attack on the Stinger. So this one here is critical hit on the right leg. No effect though, luckily. And then we've got weapons fire from the Viper. So this one over through here has actually missed everything, and just all we did was get a lot of heat. Then we've got this one through here against the Lumberjack. I sort of wish they'd leave that alone because I want to pick that one up afterwards. Anyway, that's done. So we'll just go and click on done there. Now we get to beat these things up if we need to. So this is now the physical attacks. I don't want to worry about anything in through there, so we'll just skip the attacks. Why has that got something? Not sure why that's highlighting. Don't know what we can actually do there. And similarly there. Now we want this one. Now we can either punch it or kick it, but kicking should actually hopefully sort of get it on the ground. So we've got a 91% chance to kick this thing. It is in the woods. Let's go yes. And we won't know until the end of this if we actually succeed. Skip the attack. Here we go. So physical attack for the Phoenix Hawk. Attacking the Javelin, which is where? It's going to be down here. There it is there. The Jenner did actually kick. This one's trying to kick this thing to pieces. I want that. I want it back. I want to be able to save that one. Wolverine. Oh, we missed. I can't believe it. We had a 91% chance of hitting that one, and we actually missed it. Physical attack for the Trebuchet. Actually, it did actually hit that one. And we needed a roll of 4. We rolled a 5. That's fine. So done. So even when we miss, we're still going to be okay. But I really thought we'd be smacking that with that thing. Now I've got the heat going through. We've got a few that have really left with a lot of heat now. That Phoenix is up to 15, which is interesting. Lumberjack makes another roll. So the engine restarted here. Needs to avoid critical damage, so it got another critical hit on the engine, and engine safe systems remain in place. Yep, so the Lumberjack has taken 1 engine hits this phase. Yep, okay, so it's still struggling. Done. Now we're up to round 6, and guys, I've actually run out of time. I do have to get going, so I'm going to have to leave it here. We do have the strength on the battlefield now, and the fact the other team will be bringing in their allies as well. So we have got a terrible roll, and we rolled a 12 there. That's good for us. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this will save. It's sometimes it can be a bit flaky when you do come back to a like halfway through. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.